We'll record now. All right, guys. I am recording. We are live. The doctor is in town. I'm gonna just show my face for now because yeah, it's just have the camera on and so yeah, there's stuff in the background there. So yeah, 1 second. Okay, there's me, and I'm wearing a England jersey. Because apparently
Oh,
they're gonna play in like 40 minutes, and I didn't realize I didn't realize I had one. I forgot I had one. So I'm a huge England fan apparently since since 3 days ago. All right, and yeah, I just wanna test out if anyone can hear us. You wanna just say hi, doctor?
hello.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the audience. Can y'all hear us? Hear us, and
I'm part of us.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just letting them know. And then what I'll do is actually I'll stop recording and then I'll record once it's like good to go. Okay, I'm gonna ask everybody. So there's me. And I'll turn my video off as well because we won't need me. Yeah, so we won't have her on the video. Like she'll be on the audio. Okay, yes, both. Okay, greetings from South Florida. That's securing our solutions. It says that. Okay, greetings everybody. And yeah, so I think it's all fine. And yeah, let me know how the audio is, guys. Let me know if there's any issues with audio, and I'm gonna test it out right here, and see this. So the only issue we had is that Dr. Judy Wood can't hear the audio when we played. And why is it low volume? Okay, I think it should be all fine. If there's any issues, let me know, guys. But yeah, and let me know if I'm gonna do another test. Let me actually, well, once we play video, we'll do that. So I'm gonna start recording now. Okay, so now we are. Okay, you can hear you both background wind. Okay, interesting.
Oh, that's my fan. Is it bothering people?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so she has a fan on. Well, I think you could probably keep it out. It's not a big deal. If people get too distracted. But the thing is, it's a hurricane video, so the wind.
Yeah, we gotta have wind.
Yeah, so we have the wind in the hurricane video. All right, so we have that, and yeah, so we're recording. We're live, and yeah, so the doctor's in town, and yeah, so how are you, Doctor Judy Wood? And yeah, what do you want to say to the audience before we dive right
Oh,
in?
I'm in, messing with stuff for the chickens, and it's real hot out, so I'm sweating. That's why it's nice to sit in front of the fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. And how hot is it there in
I don't know. I don't have a thermometer here, but it's been in the 90s,
okay, 90s.
up to 99. But the humidity isn't real bad.
Okay, so 90 F to 92 C 32. Holy, okay, yeah. Apparently next week we might have it like all not 90, probably like 85, 80. Or 80, about 85 next week here in Vancouver. So that's gonna be pretty
Mm. That's hot
yeah,
there.
yeah. And the humidity like how I'm not sure how humid is where you're at. Is here it's pretty humid.
It depends. Right now, it's probably not all that bad. I don't know what it is today, but when I was trying to cool off the chicken pen for the little chickies, it was 41% relative humidity. So it made it really easy to bring the temperature down.
Okay.
It went from 101 down to 91 when I saturated the ground.
Hmm.
So it made it a swamp cooler.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's some field effects you did.
Yeah.
And I was also gonna say, do you want to discuss the Wolverine that you had to deal with, or you want to just leave that?
Well, it could.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mystery, and whether it's a wolverine or a cousin of it or something, it's something like that. Uh, it started eating or killing my chickens, and they say that weasels can kill an entire flock in one night. You know, one weasel.
Oh well, yeah. So this is Wolverine. It looks a lot like Richard Gage and Jim Fetzer. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that Wolverine's because the whole time I thought there was a movie like just the X-Men movie. I didn't realize that there are actual animals that look
Well,
like
it's a
weasels.
mascot of the University of Michigan.
Okay. No, that's yeah. Yeah, so that's weasel. Yeah, so weasels are attacking you, and you actually saw it, like right, like.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but I walked in on it. And, I was going out last night. I was up all night, and I was going out like every half hour or 1 hour. And I kind of tiptoed up to the chicken house. I'd had some motion lights, kick on with motion. and they're on. I thought that was kind of weird, and I started, undoing the door, and I heard this crashity bangity crash, and then the lights got knocked over, and it sounded like 5 chickens, fell on the floor. But when I got the door open, they're all still up in the roost just fine. So I think it was the character, and it sounded like they hit the chicken door, and I think the thing is opening the chicken door. So making arrangements to bolt it shut tonight.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, hopefully the chickens are fine because these animals again they're absolutely
They're
vicious.
wicked,
Yeah, they're.
and they I have plenty of traps, and I put cat food in there, meat cat food, and like beef or something, and they go in there, eat the cat food, and come back out without tripping the trap.
Oh wait. Yeah, it's
And then I put new cat food in there just through the night and went back out, and it was gone too.
wow. And what's very interesting is so like just before you told me about the weasel attacking and your chickens, I saw this video literally a few days before this. Is the one I sent you about the guy who had a Wolverine that he thought it was a
Oh
Wolverine.
yeah.
I don't know what the video's not playing. But
But these things are wicked, and
yeah.
the chicken I found today in the swimming pool, it was like eaten quite a bit. But what they do in the hen house, they might they bite them right below the head, on the neck, and they suck their blood out. Then they go to the next one, and the next one, so they can do a whole row of them.
Holy.
And poor helpless chickens, when they're asleep at night, they're helpless. They're just zoned out. They're
Oh
completely helpless.
yeah. Like I would imagine because those animals are vicious. And this guy, literally, he said he heard a noise and it was that Wolverine type animal like attacking his 4 dogs. So that they were all in a huge fight. And he lost his voice by yelling at them. That's pretty fascinating. But I'm gonna go here quickly. So here,
Yeah, I think he thought it was a neighbor's cat and that the dogs were ripping the cat apart.
yeah. Why doesn't it just copy? Okay, I have the one thing about Macs, it's like everything needs a permission. You can't just copy and paste whatever you want. So here, this is
Oh,
the
wow.
animal. This is the animal that attacked his dogs there. I'm gonna go to yeah. I'm doing reverse.
They look so sweet and cute, but they're vicious.
Yeah, they are.
Let's see, the weasels, it's 85 psi in their teeth, and they're little guys, so that's pretty amazing force they can put down, bite force.
Okay, yeah. So this is the Tyra Wolfie. Yeah,
They're good at digging.
Yeah, so this is the animal. Yeah, it's called the Tyra. It's yeah, it looks pretty ridiculous. It's a weird animal. It's like a bear that's like shrunken. It's like a bear and a rat
Yeah.
mixed together. A bear and a rat combine them together, you get this.
A ferret with a short nose.
Hmm. Yeah. All right.
And stouts are in England and in New Zealand. They're probably not quite as nasty, but they're of the same family.
Hmm.
One has short tail, one has long tail. I don't remember which is which of the weasels.
Okay. Yeah. That could be for another stream there. We'll go on weasels.
So you can see
Yeah.
see why I couldn't just
Yeah.
go to sleep and hope for the best, because I might lose all my chickens.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I was out there monkeying with it, and also at least keeping it harassed so it wouldn't feel real comfortable. But it was going into the traps and eating the food and leaving.
Hmm. Yeah, that is absolutely again a vicious, and then that's why they call they use that as an insult when you call someone a weasel, and yeah, the first thought about that is like Jim Fetzer. He kind of looks like a weasel.
Yeah, they are like trolls.
Yeah.
Weasel out of things, because it isn't. They have tripped the trap and still gotten out.
Hmm.
But then now they've learned how not to trip the trap, so that maybe they go along the roof and reach down for it. I don't know what they do. I've never come across this before. My neighbor said he's not seen one around here before either.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is astonishing. Yeah, they're probably using like Grok AI to ask, how do I get around this around this trap? But also Chris Shack just says, great to have the doc back on. All right. So Chris Shack.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, and yeah, so Chris Shack actually, so he actually bumped into Andrew Johnson at he was promoting his book, the Consciousness book, I think last week or so.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. All right, and yeah, so I'm gonna just send a link to the notes to the audience, and then I'll read this. I'll go over the trailer as well. Well, the only downside is again, you can't hear the audio for some reason. That was the biggest issue we had before I was trying to get the stream on. Okay, so I'm gonna guys. Anyways, here's the link to the notes, and then Jackson Rip Holmes is on Rumble. He says, "Thank you, I am watching." All right, so he's in there. Um, okay, so here's the notes. I'm gonna just read this out, and we'll just get going. So MES Livestream 136, Dr. Judy Wood discusses anomalies in hurricanes and tornadoes, and we'll also discuss a lot of other stuff, honey badgers and weasels, and the Mount Everest stuff. We'll talk about that as we go as well.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so Dr. Judy Wood joins the show again, this time to discuss the many fascinating anomalies in hurricanes and tornadoes, which point to the involvement of unconventional physics at play. And this was from your presentation. I took the screenshot. I think it was from you. Did you make this specific presentation, or did somebody else make this one?
Oh, I've gathered that stuff from pictures on the internet and so forth.
Oh no, I know, but did you put it together as this image? Because I just took a screenshot from that presentation that you were in.
I
that you
don't
made.
I don't remember. I've had lots. I've have all these images.
Okay, okay.
I really like the one in the upper right corner with the lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. Yes.
It's showing that there's a potential between the flat part at the top and the ground.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. And what I also did was I AI upscaled this. It was actually a smaller video, a smaller image, so I just made it higher quality. Just made it bigger.
But I'm sure that people have thought of this, but I hadn't before. But when it was, seemed kind of obvious that this hurricane's heading towards New York, you don't know if it's, when it's going to turn around, but they don't even tell anybody. They don't give them an optional, voluntary evacuation. And you can't evacuate 8 million people at the drop of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they had to be 100% sure that the hurricane wasn't going to be a problem. And so I started wondering, okay, what is it about hurricanes? What do hurricanes do? And then I think of the shape of them, and they look like a Tesla coil.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually put out a static field. And on 9/11, even though people say it was a bright blue sky day, the three major airports, LaGuardia, JFK, and Newark airports, all reported thunder that day, dry thunder. Yeah, if you have a potential between the pie plate top and the ground, you might get some thunder. But New York City at the time was right outside of the cloud, the spiral cloud. But it still has a static field out that far. That's what it says. And I remember Hurricane Wilma was coming, into the Gulf of Mexico, name at the time, and people thought it was going to go up where Katrina went. I go, oh no, it's going to go turn around and go by Fort Myers. People said, nah. Why do you say that? I said, because this morning they said all the birds left town. Yeah, birds know when to hide or leave town or get away from it. They can sense that static field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I know people saying that some people say they can sense it too, but animals are like way more sensitive.
Right, because their life depends on their skedaddling. Yeah, it did go by Fort Myers. It turned, maybe U-turned and came back by Fort Myers. But especially old people with arthritis, you hear them talking about feeling a storm coming. Mm-hmm. So there's something that is sensed.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to do actually. When I see an old guy, if somebody says that they have arthritis, I'm gonna ask, can you sense hurricanes?
Well, they can sense probably pressure changes or weather changes, impending weather changes. I know the lady next door used to really complain for a couple of days before the weather changed. She had bad arthritis then.
Okay, that is fascinating. That's something it's like these kind of things. It should be expanded on and explored, like much more than just
It gets to my pet peeve about being, in your home, being required to have smoke detectors. Mm-hmm. And somebody smells smoke. Well, the smoke alarm didn't go off, so we're fine.
Yeah.
People have lost their sense of, their environment. And I think everyone probably has the ability to sense, a storm coming. But they've just got numb to it because of how we grow up.
Yeah. No, definitely agree with that part. So I'm gonna actually play the trailer because did you have a chance to see the trailer or not? But I'll play it and again you may not be able to hear it. The audience should be, and then but I'll let you know what it's saying.
Okay.
But you're also the one in there talking in it as well.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna play this is the trailer. All right, so guys, here is the trailer. This is the trailer for
Uh,
so this is the
oh, Frank Culberson.
yeah, yes, this is the trailer for MES Livestream 136. Dr. Judy Wood discusses field effects during hurricanes. And I'll put the text in case you want to hear it, or actually it might be hard for you to
Yeah,
see.
I know what he says.
Yeah.
He says he's looking up down the East Coast to see if he sees anything
You see that?
else. So, and you know, he has to aim that camera real carefully to not pick
Yeah.
up the outer bands of the hurricane.
Yeah, for sure. It's this is one of the most mind-boggling
And
things.
but there's also a part where the sound cuts out, and then the lady at Mission Control says, "That's right."
hmm
And so they clipped out something so that it wasn't for public consumption.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mentioned that one. That is something there. But it's interesting. Another thing I just it came in my mind is do you remember that German studies professor that tried to downplay the hurricane? I think his
Oh yeah,
I think his name was
yeah,
Dr. Weasel or something. But anyways, so he never included this. He never included this scene. So he never touched
right.
this one. So that's pretty interesting. Anyways, yeah. So the German
Or
studies.
the Joyce forget Riley who
Yeah, I know.
was calling me a liar on her show.
Yeah, that was quite that was one of the most ridiculous things I've seen. So I will, yeah, but yeah, I was gonna play this. Do you want to say something before I play it, or
No, I know what it says.
no?
I know it.
It's so it's the trailer. It's 4 minutes, but it includes the flying trucks and all that.
Oh,
So this is only the beginning
oh,
part.
okay,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah. So the trailer
cool.
is much more than just that. That's just the beginning of your presentation. So I'm gonna play this right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the audience. Can you guys hear the audio there? Can y'all hear it? And is it echoing? Can y'all hear it? And is it echoing? All right, and yeah, and also Chris Shack is in the chats. He's saying yeah, we might possibly two other live streams later on this year. He wants to do one on 9/11 Museum and 9/11 the players, who's possibly
Mm.
involved. Yeah, so it's would be quite interesting. So but anyways, can you guys hear this audio or no? Yeah, okay, no sound. Okay, these people are saying no sound either, so they can't
Okay,
hear it
I'm not
either.
alone.
So they can't hear it
Well,
either.
this is where he says he's looking up down the East Coast to see if he sees anything. He isn't mentioning this hurricane right under the
Mm-hmm. Okay,
the
so
space station.
okay, so these people can't hear it, so it is something with Teams. I think Teams needed to be reset. Okay, I'm gonna play this again. Can you guys hear it now?
Yeah, remember something about a hurricane? Well,
Wait.
As we went over Maine, we could see New York City and the smoke from the fires. Our prayers and thoughts go.
Can you guys hear it now? It my Teams I mean my thingy literally shows that audio is being played. Okay. No, no, not me. I'm talking about the audio of the video. Not me. Okay, I'm playing a video, guys. Okay, Jackson Holmes says no sound. Actually, I could double check here as well.
Go out to all the people there.
Okay, yes, now, okay, so the issue is with Teams itself. It's not, yeah, so Teams needs to be reset. I can actually do that because it won't affect the thing. So, yeah, Dr. Judy, I'm gonna like close my Teams and then call you again.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
yeah, that's the issue. So, and no echo, volume grade 2. Okay, so it is the Teams. So it's not my streaming. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna close. How do I go back to this? So I'll hang up and close and reset my Teams. Okay, stop sharing. Leave. Okay, and okay. So I'm closing the Teams. It might be the Teams. Audio and video is fine. You had it on pause. That's why I think. No, that wasn't the issue. No, it's I just switched up some stuff. And now I'm gonna go and open up Teams. All right. So now I'm gonna call. Okay. All right, so I'm calling. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
And I'm gonna go and share window and share this one, trailer. Okay. And now you can let me know. Can you hear this?
I hear it.
Yes. Okay. So it was the teams. Okay. So this is from after you do
I
overall.
heard Frank Culberson's voice.
Yeah. So after now the audience should be able to hear it. Can you guys still hear it? And it should be no echo. So again, after doing like 100+ live streams, you you realize how to troubleshoot. I think that's one thing I've learned a lot is troubleshooting stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna play this right here. Okay, guys, and let me know if you can hear the audio. Echo? The echo should be gone now. Okay, I'm gonna play now.
As we went over Maine, we could see New York City and the smoke from the fires. Our prayers and thoughts go out to all the people there and everywhere else. Here I'm looking up and down the East Coast to see if I can see anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember something about a hurricane? Well, what is a hurricane?
A Tesla coil.
It's like a supersized Tesla coil.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be
And
darned.
guess what it produces? A static field around it.
Oh, no kidding. Mm-hmm.
And the 3 major airports around Manhattan on 9/11 reported thunder. JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark airports, all around Manhattan, reported thunder that day.
Even on a clear blue day.
Right, because you know how ahead of a hurricane or storm you get dry thunder?
Mm-hmm.
You have a charged static field in the air. Remember this past spring, I think it was April 3rd, there were these flying trucks in Texas.
You told me about those, yeah.
It was a whole bunch of tornadoes around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And they had flying trucks. It looked like they're a couple hundred feet off the ground, gauging by the length of the truck. And I've got a couple of videos here that from that. And notice that these trucks seem to be under some sort of levitation or anti-gravity. And you don't have much of anything else other than the trucks. And see what other similarities when we watch this.
These right now, these tractor trailers we're going to show you, they look like Tonka trucks being thrown through the air right there, and then they piled up. There it is right there, right after the massive twisters. They were just flying through the air and twirling.
And entire neighborhoods were torn up. We have the roof ripped off from a home. The entire bedroom looks intact with a flat screen TV still there. Another home there, 2x4s shooting through the walls like missiles. So much of the destruction caught on tape as it happened around 1 p.m. Dallas
And again,
time.
those were deadly weapons, but no one was killed.
We've got complete coverage of the storm.
As it went across a transport company, trees flying through the air, semi, the trailers, there you go, a couple of semi, look at that, the beds of the trailers twirling around in the sky and then dropping down from at least 50 feet high down into the ground. We saw trees, there goes another semi.
And it's spinning.
It's spinning, down it comes, bang, lands on its nose right down at the ground. Big piece of a tree there that just got hurled up, I believe it was. So certainly we have seen a destructive tornado on the south side of Dallas, still within parts of the area near south of Grapevine, north of Arlington, a possible tornado in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area, as well as over on the east side of Dallas, in toward the area around the Mesquite area, just to the west of Mesquite and east of...
And actually, there's another video of that same house from Texas. There's a video from the other direction where you can see the bookcases look undisturbed. They're against the wall that was closer to us on this one. And it looked like a stack of papers there. Nothing was ruffled. That's not wind that does that. There's something else that does that.
Amazing.
Now, we saw a lot of trucks flying around here. What else do you see in common with that? With 9/11? Cars are up on rubber tires. Trucks are on rubber tires. Trucks aren't grounded, or they can't discharge as quickly.
All right.
How about trailer parks that often are known to get nailed by tornadoes?
Right,
Yes.
they're not properly grounded. Mm-hmm.
Right. I wonder if somebody really, super grounded their trailer, if that would be less likely to get nailed. You know, sometimes tornadoes will skip a house. Wonder if that's why.
Right. Interesting.
Also, with those flying trucks, they were
Mhm.
set down gently. Otherwise, they would have been wadded up.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But also they're flying. I know, I know.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna
But you saw when they're on the ground,
yeah,
they're barely disturbed.
yeah, and there's another thing I found there. There's actually some weird like ball of lightning. It looked like just some bright spot. But here's I wanted to show this the cars flipped upside down, and then one guy in the comment of this one, he said this is the first direct video evidence that he has seen of overturned cars that were not purposely put there by heavy machinery, such as when cars were piled on top of each other to clear roads and pathways for the incoming search and recovery and stabilization construction crews. Okay, oh, this is the Paul Lovell guy, I think. No, is it? Might be. Not to mention that sheared column in the foreground is important footage. Yeah, so apparently that guy's first time he's seen direct video evidence of cars flipped before the construction crew arrived. And also, if you go here, this video, there is a giant bright spot here where the tornado, yeah, it's right here. Can you see it on the left? As this truck is flying, and also like it's flying, but you don't see that. You know how you see those giant bands of the hurricane, but you don't see it because it's like otherwise it would be obscuring the view of the truck. So it's like, what's causing it to levitate? All right, and
But it doesn't crash
Around-
land. It's interesting.
yeah, but also see this on the right side. See how that big giant ball?
Mhm.
Yeah, right here, and
Around
his whole thing just sparks up like it's like a ball lightning.
I was wondering if it was
in toward the
a
area.
transfer station.
Yeah, it could be. But I just call it ball lightning because it's a ball and it's light.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's no, that's pretty good. And again, this other thing people don't realize, it's like, you know, when trucks or when you go driving the highway, you're going like, yeah, sometimes like 100 miles an hour. The wind is not causing your truck to fly upside down. So whatever, yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I don't know how this would be.
Need to have spoilers on the back. Hey,
Yeah, so yeah, the trucks don't have spoilers, and they're not flying around. But like the way that they're tossed, I want to go see how they were lumped up together here. Yeah, and you are right. Yeah, they're pretty much placed nicely in because they're falling super hard. On the
yeah,
ground.
if they're dropped from 200 feet up, crash landing, you'd think they'd be mashed up more.
Yeah, and they're also steel, so steel's pretty strong. But how come it's not going through the building like the objects in the 9/11?
Or stabbing into the pavement or the
Yeah,
blacktop.
yeah, wasn't it going in and then like turning the entire ground to dust? Yeah, that's actually amazing. And the other part is some of them looks like they're not just flying, but like staying stationary in the air. It's not like they're just thrown and then that's it.
Floating.
Yeah, some of them seem literally floating. Actually, I'm gonna try to find the original footage of this and the other ones, and I'll be posting these because it's quite amazing.
It's definitely an anti-gravity kind of thing. And actually, I think it was in the 50s. They were experimenting with charging up airplane wings to make fighter jets fly faster.
Oh wow!
And save fuel. But actually, that was what remember when Hutchison had this toy UFO. He had a wire to it, charging it up to see about getting it to float.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. Yeah, with the Thomas Townsend Brown, and then that wire one, that's the one the Ace Baker tried to.
Yeah, he was reinterpreting the wire to it.
Yeah, and he muted the audio so you can't hear John talking. So I'm gonna.
Right.
But here's so.
But that's what they were. That's what they're working on in the 50s to see if they get fighter jets fly faster. Maybe they succeeded, and we just don't know.
Yeah, definitely. But also look at this levitating right here. Like we're literally seeing a John Hutchison because I've seen so much Hutchison effect footage. I'm like, this is literally Hutchison effect footage.
Yep, like that Red Bull can that goes flying across.
Yeah. And then look how it's levitating still. Like some of John's, you know how they levitate, but you could see it from coming from the side, and like there's like a can that there's like a plastic
Red Bull.
Well, there's also a plastic can that floats around. It's not just stationary.
Oh, okay.
And it comes through the different angle, and it's all included actually in the Hutchison. I'll see if the video shows up. Here, yeah, this is the in the compilation one. So I am working on a video. It's been taking a long time. It's the one on the third derivative of John's Hutchison one. Like they actually accelerate at a unique setup here. But I'm gonna see if I have.
Oh, like the
putty
coming up.
Yeah, this putty. There's the putty coming up. And yeah, it's floating up. And then it flies up as well. And the one I wanted to show quickly is this is the levitating, I think, plastic. In the description, water, more levitating, flying laterally. Okay, laterally. This is at 420. Okay, so one of these flies laterally. So see this? It's gonna float, but then so I put a bunch of stuff together, and I'll make it. Yeah, so it's gonna fly.
Oh, maybe that's the lateral ejections that Richard Gage talks about.
It is. Yeah, so here's, and then it starts floating around, and then see how it is sideways. So like I was able to find footage of it. So here's when it levitates, but then he was able to. I put them together of footage where it's coming in from the side, and now it's like it's up. It looks like it's throwing like a frisbee, and then it floats as well. Here, go back here. It goes forward and then it goes up. I'm gonna go here frame by frame.
Is that aluminum foil?
Oh, the other one was aluminum foil. Yeah, this one, and then this one here. See how it goes up, and then just hits and goes up this way. So it's like, it's just, it's like a literally flying
cruising through.
So it's an actual flying saucer. We have a literal flying saucer.
Yeah, it dips down and goes back up.
Yeah, and it's not just that one. There's other stuff like that too. And then the aluminum one, there's some fuming as well. So these aluminum and paper, and I get some fuming action in one of these. Might be near the end. We'll see the fuming.
You can see it barely, I think. Yeah.
Okay, one of them I type. Oh yeah, there's the fuming. There's a fuming. You can see some fuming going on. And then yeah, that's the. And then I'm gonna play go to the very end. Look, this is what John said in 1988. Right here, let's see it. 1988 or 89, but I think it's 88. He's gonna say some stuff that's. Okay, he's gonna start talking right here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't lift anything really heavy, but that doesn't matter. They already can do that now. And most likely in a very effective manner. Directed energy research, biggest thing going. Okay, folks. Adios.
Yeah, so he said in 1980 he says directed energy research, biggest thing going, and he also says they can lift a bunch of heavy things. He's talking about the military, so it's.
Well, isn't that what Ronald Reagan was teased about? They call it the Star Wars program.
Yeah, it's now it's pretty much back on with the Space Force. So it's and now what's funny is Alex Jones talks about the Space Force. No, I mean about the Star Wars program as if it's breaking news. He's like, oh, in the 80s they're doing Star Wars. I'm like, now you're talking about it? Like we've been talking about it for so long.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. MES Chris Jack says, how is John Hutchison doing and his health? I think he should be fine. He has some sort of operation around this time. I think he should have. But I'm gonna go here. But I think he should be fine. He's been. I sent him some videos. He uploaded some more. So when was that?
Is that a carrot?
Yeah, this is a carrot. This is one of my favorite ones. He splits a carrot in half. There it is. And it rolls.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, so he splits a carrot. Yeah, so it's anything and everything. And yeah, this.
My favorite one is a metal bar that does sit-ups.
Oh yeah, that one. I think it's in this one here. It should be in here. That is the. I pretty much have everything in here.
Yeah, there's
was it
a bar in there.
There's the
somewhere.
bar there, but
yeah,
but it was before. I think no, but it actually what.
It does sit-ups.
Yeah, it should show up there unless it was a separate one. Metal bar. Metal metal rod. Yeah, metal rod moves, bends and splits apart. Okay, no, that's the different one.
That's a different one. Yeah.
Okay, bending like jelly. Let's see, metal rod. This one. Yeah. Okay, here's a different one. Yeah, this is one of them. That was.
Oh yeah, you saw it.
Yeah, but I thought I thought it was in this long clip, but anyways, so about that one, I actually know who has it currently. I made a full one on it. This one here.
No, there it is. Yeah,
so this,
yeah.
This Paul Mueller has it, and he also has this other one. So it's not only like he has John has the samples, but he has the samples that are in the video, and he gave it to this other guy, Paul. He has a channel Inventor 3. So
but it's funny. It was like it was doing sit-ups.
Yeah, it is. And so the guy has the samples, but he has them in a smiley face.
Thousands.
So he has them in a smiley face set up there. These are John Hutchison samples John gave him.
Oh.
Yeah, and he has this is the one where it's like dancing, it's like levitating, and yeah, this is the one that's doing sit-ups. Yeah, so there's the
yeah, it gets a little bit straightened out there a little bit.
yeah, and I'll play double speed. Okay, so here's double speed. Okay, so that's and there it is. And then I think it floats away as well. Yeah, but I want to see that it just floats soon. I go, okay, there it is. There's the part where it flies away. And it's gonna fly away. Just there it is.
Like it shakes its head. It's got a real character to it.
Yeah, and yeah, and these ones, if you analyze it, actually it goes faster than gravity. The rate of change. It's not like it's not as if someone just flipped it upside down. Like Ace Baker would have you believe. But yeah, so here's the guys. Yeah, he literally holds it and talks about it.
I forget. I have to check this out. That's stainless steel. But you might have seen this in a lot of his videos.
Yeah. So Paul Mueller literally has that. That's amazing. All right. So that's.
As for Ace Baker, the ones where the water droplets start going up. Yeah. How do you turn that, water bucket upside down, and have the water stick to the ceiling and drip off?
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's one I actually wrote an article about that one. I'm gonna go to my Telegram. I'm gonna write water Hutchison. So I found as many HD photos as I could, and I put them all in one article, here, and I put all the links. So this is the levitating water. You see the droplets there. I'll make a whoops.
I don't know if folks knew how I came upon Hutchison's work. I always would be trolling the internet looking for stuff from the World Trade Center, different phenomena, and I found somebody's blog that oh, this is interesting. Wait, that's not from the World Trade Center. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? But he reproduced all of the same phenomena that I've been seeing.
Oh, that's great.
Like I got to go meet this guy.
Yeah, and this photo, and you can see the interference pattern inside the actual water, as a photo.
Oh, I don't see anything. I just have what do you call it? Lines across the screen.
Oh, it's not
working. Looks like a 1960s TV that's out of tune.
Oh,
you
so
need to funk it upside.
Okay, yeah, because I'm showing the actual the boat with the levitating water. And
oh yeah, I don't see it. That I see the screen keeps changing, but it's like a 1960s TV set that needs to be thunked across, up to the side.
Okay. Well, in that case, would it be easier to switch to your laptop screen, or it's all right, whatever? Because we're not.
I think it's me. It's it's the laptop screen does the same thing. It's the video just looks like a TV screen that's got lines across it.
Oh, so is something going on with your computer, or is it just like?
It's the transmission between you and me.
Okay. So she's getting a direct.
Are other people getting that?
No, nobody said anything. They can see the water there, and.
Oh, okay. That's weird. I feel like I'm being gypped, but I know what that video is anyway.
Yeah. It's okay. And apparently, Norman's in the chat. He has 2 strikes on his new channel. Okay, so he has on his 6th channel now. Holy. Yeah, it's but yeah. So in the photos, you can see the you can see the actual interference pattern in the water. So yeah, and let me know when your screen actually works better again, so I know if I'm showing it. But the audience can see it though. Audience can see it. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So were you able to see this? Or is it still glitching?
No.
Okay, so it's still glitching out.
No, it's not the monitor issue. It's that it lost in transmission.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're actually getting hit by a direct energy weapon. Right.
Oh, now I can see something. Now I get a real image.
Okay, yeah. People are saying they can see screen and video's fine. Okay, that's so you can see real image, but can you see that interference pattern in the water?
I see little divots all over it. It's a pattern.
Yeah. So you can actually see it. It's not like just a random one. It looks like an actual grid of stuff.
Right.
And then what? Yeah. Then this is the one where water bursts out of it. I actually have I made a full video of all the like hour-long footage of it.
I think one of those I have in my book.
Yeah,
One of those images.
okay, but you can see the levitating water. No, you had the
Yeah.
water one. I'm not sure if you had the exact pattern in the actual water before it foams up. So you can see.
No, but I
yeah.
had the water droplet levitating.
Yeah, that's where I found from yours. First time I seen it, because I'm like, where's the video? But then these were photos. I'm not sure who took it. It's not. I don't think it was John taking. Somebody else took it, because John's usually on the operating room. He's in the controls.
Turning knobs.
Yeah, and then and then he doesn't have cameras this good. So somebody's taking it for him. And yeah, and also this.
Oh, there's the Red Bull can.
Yeah, so there's Red Bull can there, but this pattern here, so you can see the pattern. Some of them have it closer up.
Yeah.
And then
It's kind of like a beach in a way.
Yeah, and then in the video, here, I'll get the video, and also went over some of the frequency. So yes, here's some screenshots from the video I posted. So you can see the pattern there in the ground.
Like a beach.
Yeah, so these ones on the left. Yeah, it does look like that. Okay, and then next one. Oh, these are just the. Okay, now it's gone minus.
I would think if you have any soap in there, it's going to foam up.
Yeah, and then here's some of the that weird lightning, that weird fire on it as well. Let's see, where's the video, the full video. Okay, I'm gonna click on this photo.
Of course, that's the thing that grabbed my attention was he turns the thing off, and then the fires, the apparent fires light up.
Yeah, it's.
And I remember Patrick Sullivan, I think his name was, who was hiding out in the basement of Building 7. And when he came out, he said you couldn't see your hand in front of your face because the dust cloud blocked out all the sunlight. And he started to walk up the street. He said, "Thank goodness the cars started lighting up, because then I could see where I was going."
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, I'll find this right here, and then we'll go on to whatever the notes we had in there. There's a lot of and then there's some of the stuff I wanted to discuss about the hurricane tornado. You were the first to bring it to my attention actually recently. When you said that the people that get levitated in there, they don't act like, they don't describe as being short of breath. Like it's not like a air's getting away.
Right. It was right after my book came out, or else I would have included it. A guy from Florida. I don't know if he was assistant with the football team. Maybe he was a player. They were called in because a tornado was coming, but he didn't hear it soon enough, and he got levitated up and carried distance. And he said the proprioception was exact and real easy. Proprioception is where where you're, like, close your eyes, you can touch your nose.
Okay.
It's like where everything is, and everything was effortless to moving. And after a while, the thing set him back down.
Yeah, if you can find that interview, I want to post these, because I'm starting to post more about these.
No, that was an email he wrote.
Oh,
to
an
me.
email. Okay, that'd be as well. I asked him when can we post it, but I'm gonna.
It's on my ancient computer.
Okay, but so I'm gonna, but I'll also be looking for other anomalies on that online, because this is fascinating. So now this one here is, so notice the water here is normal, and then watch when he turns his gizmo on. And now, okay, and he's gonna tune the frequencies. Now look at the water; it's all vibrating.
Beach.
Yeah, it is. So there he has an oscilloscope, a analog oscilloscope with water. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then yeah, you can do a whole lot of stuff there. And then there's some stuff here as it contacts here. Yeah, as you can see, even as it contacts, it's gonna discharge. Sometimes it discharges when it contacts, and then sometimes just without any contact. He's gonna touch this metal thing soon.
What's connected to that J-shaped metal? That's just to ground it.
No, he just has it there. It's not touching anything. I asked him. It's just there to see what happens.
Just sitting there.
He just puts it there. Is that aluminum in the water? I think it's some of them aluminum, yeah. And then he also has it in the dark, but I don't.
That would have been so much fun to sit around watching, do all these things.
Yeah, it is. But the only thing is, it takes like hours and hours, and then some stuff happens. So it's like you need to have the patience of John. You need to be like,
right.
Yeah. So that's the one reason it doesn't happen. Another thing, actually, this was another jellification. Some of the movement was parallel. I found, there's usually one thing moving. This one here, I was
Yeah.
able to. It was able to move. It will roll in perfect
They're
parallel.
racing.
Yeah, but like so, whatever's moving this was moving this at the same exact rate, which is
Huh.
I had that. I think it's because I when I upload these ones, I put timestamps to each one so I can easily find where it was. I just want to show that. Then we'll go back to the video notes. Parallel. Yeah. So here, long portion rod moves apart in two, and smaller portion lines up parallel to previous split portion. Okay. I think it lines up to it. Okay, it lines up to it. So that one's there, and then this moves to be in perfect line with. Okay, so it didn't roll into that, but it went. So it's not just going randomly. It's gonna start moving towards it soon. Yeah, see, in lines up. See that? That's what I meant. Yeah.
Mhm.
So out of all the positions, this went. It had to go line up with this. So it's gonna go, and then it flips exactly parallel. That's something else. And this one here, it actually becomes jelly, as you see it. It's literally jelly, and some coins fall into it, and so on. All right, so that's that part. So I'll close this part. I'm gonna go into the notes here. So random notes, we could maybe discuss those later. So Mount Everest bodies piling up. Yeah, we can actually discuss those, and then we'll jump straight into.
I forgot how many. I put it in the Skype notes. How many there
Yeah, I
have
think
been?
it's 200. Mount Everest.
Oh, more than that. It's
dead bodies.
280
Oh,
or something.
There's a map too. Bodies landmark. There's like a documentary on it too, apparently. A list of people who died climbing the mountain. Yeah.
There's some of them they've moved, but Green Boots was there for a while. He was like a marker. You get to Green Boots, then you hang a right.
Okay. Wikipedia says at least 346 people have died attempting to reach or return from the Mount Everest summit, and it's barely 8,000 miles high. Holy! And now here's a chart. There's a chart on deaths per year.
Yeah, the body count.
Yeah, Sherpa, non-Sherpa. So non-Sherpa, the ones without the persons, is super high. Apparently in 2014-ish, or it was high amount.
Was that an earthquake or something like that took out a bunch of them by the ice fall?
Okay, this is actually quite interesting. And there's a big period of people not dying, 1935 to 1950.
Oh, they weren't going. They
the news media wasn't telling them to go there. Okay, so
it wasn't the end thing to do.
Yeah, this is actually quite ridiculous. And then apparently there's photos of them like they tell you all the people's names as well. And I just want to see if there's any.
I think there were 5 this year.
Let's see if there's any September 11th. Okay, so there was no September 11th. There was the closest September 10th, 1995, South Korean expedition. So
usually it's in May.
Yeah, so
but there are some that in the fall because the way the weather is, it's very narrow weather window.
Yeah,
when they don't have the monsoons.
Yeah, you can see here most of them are May. Almost every single one's May. There's a few Aprils, but April, May. So then some percent went in September. It's like that's alright. And then it feels like the Olympics when you're checking the gold medal, who's got the most.
Yeah.
So Nepal has 133 deaths.
Probably a lot of those are the Sherpas.
Okay, Canada, Poland 7. All right. Okay, and then France. It looks like it's a World Cup ranking. About France is up there 6. Okay. Yeah. So United States 3rd place has got the bronze. And then some of dual nationalities are included in asterisks. Oh, okay. So that's dual nationalities. That's included. That's the ones that have them.
They get counted twice or something.
Yeah, Slovakia +5. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it might be dual citizenships or something. Yeah, so that's quite. I want to see the bodies there. Some of them were like frozen. I mean, all of them are frozen. Let's see.
Yeah, and there's Sleeping Beauty is one. There's another one that was just sitting there. Yeah. She froze just sitting there, and it was there for quite a while. Their hair blowing in the breeze. Yeah. This is just so ridiculous.
And you said that they walk like this all together, but notice there's a frozen body there, and they're just walking up in line. Like why?
Yeah, they have a clip on the. Well, the Sherpas go put up the cable, so that if somebody slips, they don't fall over the edge, and they clip on. But to pass them, you have to unclip and step around them, and that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah. Okay. This is just ridiculous.
But to have people who want to get to the top that badly, and there's some heavy duty rules like wherever you are, you head back down if you're not to the top by 2 p.m. at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
But there's somebody who's turned around each time he's tried it, and it's like $100,000 to try. And then this is going to be the last year he's going to try, and it's getting late, and he's going to go for it anyway, and then he ends up dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
because how do you walk down that in the dark?
Yeah, this is just it's all just ridiculous. I don't know what even what are they trying to achieve?
And they can't take the bodies down unless somebody carries them, and if people can just barely, walk up there themselves, they can't be carrying a body down, and helicopters can't go that high.
All right, yeah, but it is pretty gruesome. That I just I just don't know if I
It's
can.
insanity, and the top is so small. It's only like a couple of people can stand there at a time, so everybody's waiting in line. And then let's say you're a good hiker and all, but you're held up because there's a slowpoke who's holding the whole line up, and then you run out of oxygen because the slowpoke in front of you is holding up the line.
So you go.
So it's not you're doing it all. You end up dying because of that.
So they're all going up there for some reason.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This like I just look at this. I feel the.
What is waiting in line to go up the mountain? It's just it's not really an adventure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know it's all ridiculous. So okay, we'll move on to the next one. It's just when I look at it, I just feel like a bit of cringe and a bit of like it's just oh my goodness.
The picture is just the left of your mouse,
but also
where they're like couple of white. Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Look at this is they're all going. It's like Russian roulette. Is this Mount Everest roulette? Seeing who's gonna be.
I think this year they had like something like 200 people, or more, or 400 people over a 2-day period that summited.
Oh wow!
And they're fixing to mess up when that happens. Oh, that's a whole bunch. There's some going down, some going up.
Yeah, Everest dying to you. The BBC and BBC. BBC just making a living off that. Okay, so that's that one. I want to talk about the 1972 Olympics. Enough of the dead bodies, and then we'll just read the random notes and then get back into the hurricane and all that. The 1972 Olympics. First of all, that 800-meter hat wearing guy. You want to tell a story about? What is the guy's name again?
Dave Waddle.
Yeah, 1972. Waddle.
Dave Waddle.
800-meter.
And he actually trained with my cousin.
Oh wow!
And my cousin wore the same kind of hat too. That back then, long hair was in thing, and he used the hat to keep his hair under control.
Mm-hmm.
But he had been a mile runner until a month before the Olympics, and then he switched to the 800.
Yeah.
And he couldn't go but so fast, and he paced himself. So he ran almost the splits for every 200 meters was almost the same every single 200 meter.
Well, actually played. So this is the Dave Waddle. So he trained with your cousin. And also you were pretty much an Olympic cyclist. You want to describe that?
Yeah, except they didn't have women's events.
Mm-hmm.
They were anti-women back then.
Oh, wow.
84 was the first year they had a women's event. It was just a road race.
Oh wow! So imagine that, huh? Imagine they had the rules changed.
I was on the Olympic development team in 1976, but that was.
That's great. Yeah. So this is Dave Waddle. So trained with your cousin, and then you were pretty much in the Olympics as a cyclist. So that's a lot of people don't realize that. Okay. Okay, and then we'll see the race here. So he runs, and he's wearing a hat. So he's wearing a hat, and he runs. Perfectly.
Have Kupchik the pole, 2 laps around.
He runs in the same pace every the whole time, and then wins. But notice how he's gonna be last, but for long. He's wearing a hat and he's last.
Again at the moment already. So, on the inside we have Arzhanov in.
So there he is. He's last place and he's wearing a hat. But then he gradually catches up to everybody and wins, and he's wearing a hat.
But he was going the same speed the whole time.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So it's he's so far back that he's gonna win now.
It's most efficient to go the same speed the whole time, but the other guys apparently start out real fast because they want to be in the right position.
Okay.
And so they kind of sprint at the start and they wear themselves out.
Yeah, but this is it's one of the best races I've seen, and he's wearing a hat too. Like we should have known. It's like okay.
It was kind of secret.
No,
The guy from Kenya, the second one he passes, he kind of boxes him in.
Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty pretty good. Okay, now it's gonna go there. Yeah, he passed one guy. Okay, so he passed one guy. Now it looks like he's picking up speed, but he's going the same speed as he did before.
Yeah, they're going backwards.
Yeah. So this is gonna be. Okay. Apparently somebody says Greta Thunberg has $150,000 Porsche. Okay, but it's, I gotta see that. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay.
It's environmentally good.
It is. Okay, now he wins last second. Okay, and he wins. Yeah, so he wins and he's wearing a hat. Okay, now you're glitching out. I think you're
Yeah, they since after that they in the Olympics on the track they couldn't wear hats anymore because the judges need to be able to see if there's any hanky panky going on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything except for the marathon.
Yeah, this guy probably had a battery in his head or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one. I want to get to the next setup. The 1972 Olympics. I want to discuss this because this was absolutely mind-boggling. If I go to here 1972, when I asked you what was the name of that alleged terrorist group, you actually got it right.
Right.
The 1972 Olympics in Germany involved one of the first displays of quote terrorism. In the second week of the games on September 5th, 1972, the Munich massacre occurred, in which a group of 8 Palestinians took part. Part of the militant group called Black September took 11 Israeli hostages, and the standoff lasted 18 hours and caused the closing ceremony to get moved from September 10th to September 11th, 1972, and then this also resulted in many European countries adding counterterrorism task force and Israel's Mossad assassinating anybody that had a suspected involvement. So this is 1972. That's the same race where the same Olympics. That's where Waddle guy won that. Okay, and then
an exciting part of the Olympics just before that was there's a couple things. One was the Fosbury flop was invented then. For high jump, they used to do the splits and other things. But he was a civil engineering student and figured out that he could have his center of mass below the bar if he did this flop over the bar. So in other words, he could jump higher. He didn't have to take all of his center of mass over the bar.
Yeah, so they were actually doing scissor kicks. This is the.
They do the splits and other different ways of straddling it.
Yeah, this is the first time somebody. Yeah, so I didn't realize that was the first time. I didn't want to see how they were jumping normally. Where's the before the flop like that?
The scissors. They had various things that would.
Oh yeah.
It
Okay.
would change.
Yeah, he's jumping forward. This guy was jumping forward.
I don't see anything because the screen's messed up again.
Okay, yeah, but this guy was jumping forward. This is the first time I've seen someone in Olympics not jump normal, like the back to the wall. He jumped forward.
The Fosbury flop.
Yeah, so this guy, a lot of them were jumping forward. Just watch this guy right here. I'll do double speed. But yeah, others can see it. You can see it in the replay.
Yeah. Note the center of mass and how they were trying to take their center of mass over the bar.
Yeah, you're right. And then the other one was always lower. So yeah, this guy's jumping like that. And I actually have a story I told you before, but yeah, for the audience, my friend who was a basketball player, he never did high jump ever, but he jumped super high, and then he went into the track and field and doing high jump. Everyone was doing the jumping behind back like this, like this.
The Fosbury thing.
Yeah, and then there was one guy who was super professional. He had a coach and all that. But my friend was wearing basketball shorts and basketball shoes. They're all big, and he came second place. And he was jumping scissor kicking, trying to land on his feet, jump up and land on his feet, and he almost won. And everyone, yeah.
Oh wow!
But the guy
that's weird, land on his feet.
Yeah, but so the guy that won gold, the guy that won first place, people were more excited to watch second place because you could tell the first place guys was a try hard. The other guy was a guy who just shows up. Like a super athlete.
Yeah, the Fosbury guy. I think he didn't do much before that or after that.
Mhm.
I think it was something like he was curious about and calculated this, and then tried it out. And then he won the Olympic trials, and then
Oh,
went to the Olympics. And
that's good.
but after that, he didn't want to do it anymore.
But yeah. So here's the year 1972. So again, Black September, the Palestinian group, and then the 11 Israeli hostages, and then it's called Black September out of all the. And then the you can see the Wikipedia tells you that they actually moved the date. Where did I put it here? I think I wrote it somewhere in here. Yeah.
The '68 Olympics, I think that was also the year that the guys who won some track and field thing put the black fist up for Black Power, and I think they were getting their medals taken from them for doing that.
Oh wow! And now you get a medal given to you if you do that.
Yeah.
So now here
Right.
it says due to the suspension. So it was like the and also they said in exchange for a hijacked. Wait, this is another. I didn't realize this part. So all but 3 of the terrorists were killed as well. Although arrested and imprisoned pending trial, they were released by the West German government on October 29th. In exchange for the hijacked Lithuanian Flight 61. So they hijacked a plane as well. Okay, and then and it says here due to the suspension for when they were like that hostage taking, the games were originally to close on September 10th, but then rescheduled to September 11th. Like that's just absolutely mind-boggling.
I'm surprised it was that fast afterwards because it seemed like everything stood still.
Yeah, but again, I'm assuming like they wouldn't close would every single event be closed or just the ones in near proximity?
The feeling that I had was that everything was like
yeah,
locked down,
yeah.
but it may not have been because it's like just my perception at the time.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, but apparently it's 18 hours of standoff. So even if it was everything, it's just one day extra. All right, so that's that part. The other one I wanted to show. Okay, yeah. So Dr. Judy Wood is live on Hive. So guys, make sure to figure out how to get on the Hive blockchain. And then she has an article. I helped with the formatting, but this is her article.
Yeah, I didn't. If I took more time, I could have made it shorter. But the stuff works. But I was my focus was on dealing with the chicken problem.
Yeah, no, but it's a great article, and so this was a response to Mr. Gage's libelous article. So Richard Gage wrote a Substack article. He basically calling it "Can Directed Energy Weapons Account for the WDC Destruction?" And then he would reference Judy Wood's a book at the worst. He would basically lie about what's in the book, especially the steel dust.
Oh, it was the opposite of whatever he was saying.
Yeah. So he says the direct energy weapons theory fails to account for the above evidence, and then she says page 263, 295, molten metals not hot, seismic reading zones show explosions, and references to page numbers and all that for all of his.
It's like his random page numbers he gave.
Yeah, and then basically she outlines what's actually in the page and so on, and includes some of the videos that I made of Richard Gage. Of the clowning.
But also there's that recent talk that he gave. I think he felt that his old presentation was getting kind of stale. You know, he was he had it good memorized, but he's tried to do a new presentation, and he was reading it off his laptop, and a lot of it was copying my stuff, but it doesn't apply to his story.
Yeah, he actually said that the top of the tower turned to sand. Like, so it didn't turn to dust. Yeah. And then
because that's you know, my best proof for the building getting dustified. Due to conservation of angular momentum, you know, the top starts tipping.
Yeah.
It's going to keep on going if it remains a rigid body.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know that it's conservation of momentum is conserved, but it's conserved on a piece by piece. You know, it proves that it turned to dust because it looks like it stops tipping as a rigid body because it's no longer a rigid body. Mm-hmm. And he presents that he liked that. He was reading it from my book, I think.
South Tower.
Yeah. And actually, I wanna play that part a bit here where he's copying it, and then play it near the end. Okay, play it right here.
So it doesn't act as a rigid body.
Oops.
Oh, what is that? I was gonna play.
I have the part in my book. I put that in the article, and you can see for yourself that he doesn't say word for word, but that's what he's describing.
It is. So I included the screenshot, I included a clip from your book, and then him copying it, but just the way he describes it all. I'm gonna play it right here.
Anymore, it acts as isolated structural components that are severed one from another, more like sand that's not in a bag, but has been let.
I'm going back to this. Wait, so he says, listen to the bag part. It's so funny. Okay,
A bag.
Yeah, and I'll play the full thing at the end. From here and play the full thing.
Severed one from another, more like sand that's not in a bag, but has been let loose, as an analogy. For instance,
So he agrees to justification.
Yeah, I mean, listen to the whole part here.
This section of building to maintain its rigidity and thus its angular momentum and fall off the building, as you suggested before, so it doesn't act as a rigid body anymore. It acts as isolated structural components that are severed one from another, more like sand that's not in a bag, but has been let loose, as an analogy. For instance.
And then
He agrees the building justified.
It's
and now I have the last minute. I put all the clips of him like saying and then all of one. I want to play this. I want to play it. It's just worth the laugh here.
From the fires, asymmetrical damage to the columns.
He can't even speak. He can't even speak.
It's from the fires, asymmetrical damage to the columns from the planes.
Yeah.
How they are building components as well. So lots of evidence for that. Explosions going off. So obviously these are not. These must be wireless, explosively detonated.
He's on Wi-Fi. You got Wi-Fi a quarter mile in the air. What are you using?
Yeah. And when they hooked it up, they turned off all cell phones in southern Manhattan. Right.
So you need some sort of wireless directed energy.
These must be wireless, explosively detonated explosives, because the whole building's got to be. Because the whole building's got to be detaching and breaking wires if they were there. We have. Obviously is the internal destruction of the column to beam connections components that are severed one from another, more like sand that's not in a bag, but has been let loose, as an analogy. For instance, sand that's not in a bag, directed energy weapons dustifying the steel.
Okay.
He just described it.
Yeah. It's pretty
But what's interesting is, and you play a little bit of the clip of the towers, unraveling, top to bottom, that he presents, and realize that the width of the tower is about 200 feet. Mm-hmm. And he's talking about things being ejected 600 feet. Do you see anything shooting out that's that distance?
No, just the dust at the bottom as it goes. But like nothing's. You can see it right here. This is 200 feet. So 200, another 200 here. 600 would be where my mouse is, and that's way.
Yeah.
Nothing's 600 feet. Like I don't know what he's talking about. And it's in a bag.
It keeps saying why there's not enough debris left at the bottom, because it was ejected laterally.
Yeah.
But how can it be ejected laterally when it's turned to sand?
Yeah, it's like sand. It's like in a bag. And also, I have another one of them. I want to play another one, and we'll get back to the hurricane stuff here. This is.
He can't get his story straight.
Yeah.
If up there where the tipping top is, it's turning to sand, how can it be then ejected laterally 600 feet? Solids like beams.
Mm-hmm.
Does it reconstitute itself as beams?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, this is Richard Gage huffing and puffing. Yeah, there's another one. Have you seen the one where you're the one that brought up to me that he was huffing and puffing in his like later interviews.
Yeah, like his emphysema or something.
Yeah, so this one here, he was huffing and puffing as he tries to explain the spire dissipying.
After that, it's in pieces. If it were there, it would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Richard, this video clip here breaks my brain. There, look at that steel beam. It looks like it's vanishing.
Well, what's happening is you can see, this steel column, this set of steel columns from the inner core of the World Trade Center would have been crushed by that upper block. So what this video proves is that an upper block did not destroy the rest of the structure.
It turned to dust.
And now, 12 seconds later, what we see is not it vanishing, but descending frame by frame. You can see the top of this steel column descending through the
What's all that dust coming off of it?
It has been that's emanating off of it due to these explosives.
Poor guy,
You
he
can
has
see
to work at it really hard.
But he is literally huffing out. Let's see them talking here.
none of them find steel dust in the dust. They find
the steel dust in the dust. Does he not know what iron is? Let's go.
The dust.
Yeah.
None of them find steel dust in the dust. They find previously molten iron microspheres.
Steel is not an element.
Yeah, but what's iron then? Okay, let's play it again.
They find red-grade chips of nanothermite. They don't find any steel dust. So if 90,000 tons of structural steel in each tower was turned to dust, I think you'd see some of that dust in the dust.
But we're talking about molecular dissociation and atomic dissociation.
Yeah.
So the atoms, instead of being attracted to each other, repelling each other.
Yeah.
So why steel is a bunch of stuff together.
Yeah.
So if that comes apart, you're going to have, elemental.
It is, He's like,
things.
He's like, steel wasn't found there, iron was found. I'm like, steel is like 98% iron.
But also steel is not an element.
No, I know, yeah.
Periodic table.
Yeah, so when it disintegrates, you have a bunch of other stuff. But also, iron is steel. Like, I don't know it's literally just carbon and some iron.
Right.
But
notice how he's smirking a bit.
But you don't. And so, no, the proponents of that theory deny the evidence that we're showing you, evidence of explosive destruction.
Go back. The way he describes stuff.
Evidence of explosive destruction. I mean, just take a look at it on the left.
Does it look explosive?
No, it looks just frothing up. And he shows a volcano. Why is he showing a volcano? A volcano is not a giant explosion. Like, what's going on here?
The volcanic eruption on the right. Upward, outward, arching streamers, a geometry of fireworks, freely flying, solid, molten.
Please believe me. Please believe me.
It's like a rap.
I get my paycheck.
It's like a rap.
If you don't believe me.
It's like a rap song. And if anyone's good at music, and you guys please put this soundbite in a music video, like a rap one.
Works on the right. Upward, outward, arching streamers, a geometry of fireworks, freely
like
flying.
What do you call it? Those exercise classes.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one too. Actually, actually, that's a good idea. I'll see if I can put one of those.
I forgot what it's called. What they call it?
Taibo or something. It's like kickbox.
The old-fashioned ones that like the exercise class. I forgot what they're called.
Yeah.
Solid.
I know what you mean. I gotta put that there.
Molten object.
Wait, go back here.
Molten objects. That's not part
then
of
let's
the
see
directed
some
energy weapons
re-solidified molten metal.
Yeah.
Trailed.
Then so we have that one. I want to play the huffing and puffing one now quickly, and then we'll get back to the thing. So now this is the AI version. So here's a question. Can you tell which one's AI? I can't. I guess.
I'm the big bad wolf. Puff, I'm the big bad wolf.
The big bad wolf talks better.
Puff and I'll blow your house in.
All right. So that was our gauge, and I'm working on a giant video of all of them stuttering in that interview. I'll be uploading that once I get on it. But yeah, so that was Gage Walden.
Aerobics class. That's the term.
Yeah, it is, and so here's the article. Definitely, guys, check it out, and it's on the Hive blockchains on Dr. Judy Wood's Hive account. So that's gonna be pretty epic. So there it is. You go through it, and it's a lot of details, and also describes what the page numbers actually show. And then you included the chocolate chip cookies part in there for little Mr. Gage.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So that was Gage. I'm gonna go back to here, and then
okay, can you go to the rest of the article further down and
okay.
talk about the lack of high heat?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Or,
yeah. I made that as a thumbnail. This one here. This is supposed to be 819 degrees Fahrenheit according to Mr. Gage, and not just. And
no,
yeah,
according to that
yeah.
color chart, who knows what that chart was actually recording? But it's not. They can't be that temperature. That's an IQ test.
And it's also 5 days later. like people not know what days mean. Like what? Like have you ever been to a demolition and then wait 5 days? It's gone. You don't. It's not.
Yeah, this is on 9/11. The picture on the right with it claims that it was later 819 there, but the water's not boiling, and those people don't look like they're cooked. It boil. But he wants people to believe that they're wading through molten metal.
Yeah. So this was on 9/11. Yeah, I know. But this number here is from 5 days later. So what? Somehow
afterwards. After it's cooled or something.
Somehow it just got hotter. Like somehow it started becoming a foundry. Like what's going on? Yeah.
And there's another picture below. When they're going down to the basement of Tower 2.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're molten there.
Yeah, show where those places are. F and
So this one is you said this is location F.
That's F.
That's F right here, and then the temperature at F was 700 degrees Kelvin, so 427 degrees Celsius, 800 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is
point to where it is on the color picture.
Yeah, that's this one right here, F, and that's this.
Yeah,
and
that's the corner. Yeah. It's the corner of Tower 2.
And this is all of these are above the temperature of spontaneous ignition of paper. So
it's hotter than your oven would be. I mean, these guys are walking down there, and there's a puddle of water at the bottom of that hole he's climbing down into. It's an IQ test.
It is, yeah, because paper burns again at about 218 degrees Celsius. The other one was doubled. Every single one was minimum doubled, and like 700. Yeah, much higher.
Right, but you think of putting your hand inside your oven if it's 450 degrees. You don't want to leave your hand in there. This without even touching anything. It's just, but how can you get those people? Going down that ladder into that basement that's supposedly 800 degrees.
Yeah, so number 800 degrees
makes no sense.
Yeah, so 800 degrees. This is here is one of those the industrial laboratory ovens. There's a furnace that's 700 degrees Fahrenheit, so 371 degrees Celsius. And look what happens with paper. Watch what happens.
Oh. Yeah.
He's got a piece of paper there. He's going to drop it in there.
He just holds it. It's on fire. See that? That's 700 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 700 degrees. And then it's like, whoops. And then speaking about that, we have the steel toe boots right here. Steel toe boots.
But let's do the last picture, the Bible.
Oh yeah. This one here as well.
Yeah, that now we're talking about paper.
Yeah. And I do want to buy the aluminum flakes, and once I figure that out.
But that's was liquid. The metal was liquefied, and it re-solidified. But I'm not going to say it's molten because that implies heat. But it's something oozed down the page and then re-solidified without burning the paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds like Hutchison stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's also like I just showed this image right here. This is 700 degrees Fahrenheit. Notice that I did it for a microsecond, and paper's burning. It's like and not even contact. That's just spontaneous.
Right.
Yeah. So
again, it's like it's an IQ test.
Yeah, and and this one is an actual molten steel ball. Wait, yeah, he has a molten steel ball and he drops it on here.
They're not molten, but it's just hot.
Oh, yeah, it's hot. Not molten, just hot. Yeah. Yeah. And
he's dropping on a stack of papers.
No, and that's a good point. And this is not even molten. Molten would be like literally melting. Yeah, this is just a phone book or one of those yellow pages. Like and Richard Gage is saying that people were walking on this and their steel toe boots were melting. This steel is not even melting. Yeah, so this steel is not even melting. It's just like glowing hot. So like imagine.
As I've always said, with if my oven is melting, then the turkey inside is more than well done. Mm-hmm. But we have no reports of burned feet.
Yeah,
And then we had all these dogs running all over,
Yeah.
you know, the debris field.
Yeah.
And they didn't have booties on. They didn't have burned feet.
There's still steel-toe boots of the dogs also. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
also Chris Shack says he says MES, thanks for David A. Hughes. I was reading it earlier on your Hive page or Peak page. Yet another spook. Okay, so he woke up to realize David A. The German studies professor is a spook. Well, yeah, obviously he's a spook. It's not even. It's like
It's easy for me to spot them, being you know kind of like the center of the target. And they come out looking like Fetzer, a repeat. Fetzer portrayed himself as my greatest fan, so that Fetzer says I'm wrong, I must really be wrong. That was the impression he was trying to present.
Yeah.
And Hughes was doing the same thing. And I recognized that immediately. It's like he doesn't know what he's talking about, but he's trying to portray himself as more knowledgeable and being my greatest fan.
Yeah, and interesting. They both have like philosophy of science related degrees.
Yeah.
You have the philosophy of the history of science is what Fetzer was in, so that's an interesting degree, and he's covering up history of science. And then the other guy was the German studies professor.
And there are some other people that do that too, and it's a pattern that's very easy to recognize.
Mm-hmm. No.
So if you see someone who pretends to be my greatest fan and or greatest supporter, and then starts criticizing me, does that flip flop number? It's
definitely.
It illuminates it.
Definitely agree. And people don't realize it's like criticism for sometimes for absolutely no reason, especially when the magnitude of the stuff you've uncovered is just ridiculous. Like. But yeah, I want to play this. This is the steel toe boots part.
Oh yeah.
It's the one where it's like 1,000 degrees. Let's say.
Biggest things.
1,100 degrees.
Steel-toed boots. Out still on the rubble. It's still, I believe, 1,100 degrees. The guy's boots just melt within a few hours, and they're burning their feet.
Right next to that. So 1,100 degrees burning feet, but there's nobody actually said burning feet, but the steel toe boots melting. Like that's just not happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I disagree. I think there's something happening to the steel-toed boots. I think they're disintegrating because of some ongoing effects.
No, I agree with that. I'm talking I'm not talking about the heat part. I'm like, there's not a chance.
Oh, right.
On 1,100 degrees. Like there's not a chance. Yeah. So obviously the melting, which I believe there was actually melting, like cold melting, like the John Hudson one. And then Chris Shack was asking,
or disintegrating, or coming apart, or having a problem.
Oh yeah, and also we're gonna do some live research right now. Chris Shack is asking me, did Dr. Wood see the post about Kevin Barrett's 2 videos where he has where the towers go in the background? I showed her that number, the one where he had.
Yeah, I've seen one about that, but they have that. It's another characteristic. Folks who have my book, so they can, figure out how to, just like what we saw Richard Gage was doing. He pretends that those are his thoughts, but they don't fit into his story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I guess when the book first came out, somebody tried copying my squirt section. I think it was David Chandler did, and they tried to write an article with somebody, with Gage or Fetzer or something. The squirts what I was talking about is, hypothetically, if this old building is getting squashed down to the ground in 8 seconds, how fast does the air have to squirt out the windows and all the emulsified building inside? If you have every single window open, it approaches Mach 2.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff from the middle of the building. Yeah, so the adjacent buildings would look machine gun fired. So that didn't happen.
No,
didn't happen.
For sure.
If the building dustifies, you don't have that pressure squishing out.
Yeah, for sure. And also, just someone in the chats, Magoo1990 is asking about your mic, but I told him that the fan is on. The fan is a bit loud. Like, is it a big hassle to turn the fan or move it?
Yeah, I can turn it. I can turn it off
but
now.
As long as it's not a big hassle for you, it's I don't want to. If it's up to you.
No, it was. I was dripping sweat when I first came in.
Okay.
So
Is it better now?
it felt good to cool off.
Okay, so it's better now. Yeah, feel free to take it put it back on whenever. Just yes, people. Someone thought that you were your breathing noise. I'm like, no, it's her it's her fan. It's like she doesn't sound like what's his name, Richard Gage. Richard Gage would have been like that.
Yeah.
She's not huffing and puffing. Yeah, so this is Kevin Barrett. He has your book in the background. This is a different video of it. It's hard to see this one, but it shows the full book. And then you had the story. Can you say that one again about him and his? And you said I could search it up. I'm gonna search it up right now. Apparently, Kevin Barrett has some issue with his wife. He was apparently allegedly beating his wife.
Yeah, I don't like to get into personal stuff.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll do that on my own. I'll do that on my own background.
Yeah.
I'll do that. So apparently he had some domestic abuse issues. In 1993, he turned to a Muslim. So that's 1993 is the World Trade Center the first bombing or alleged bombing, whatever happened there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And also another note before we go there, note that drjudywood.com is hijacked. Use the new official website doctor with the full doctor, and it says official
spelled
website.
out.
Yeah, and it says official website right here. So it says authorized.
Of course, they may copy that. They've copied the front page of my Andrew's also done a great job with this of Andrew's page, but it doesn't. The links don't go to where they're supposed to go to.
Yeah. So this is the hijacked one. This is hijacked. The person is not on our side. That is a spook.
Oh, that's the hijacked one?
This is no. The hijacked is right here. It doesn't say authorized, and it says know what it is that you know. And
okay.
This is the other one. So the other one, just be careful. The doctor without the doctor. The person is.
You wonder why somebody would do a thing like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Yeah, but it's obviously we know why. It's again, it's cheap hiring spooks, like Richard Gage. Why is Richard Gage the biggest clown on the internet? and well, actually, second biggest clown. Ashton Forbes is the biggest clown, bar none. There's not a bigger clown than Ashton Forbes, but that's for another day. Okay, and also apparently yesterday was Nikola Tesla's birthday. So that was interesting.
All right.
So this is one thing I think I've mentioned before. Tesla. Birthday. So Nikola Tesla's birthday was July 10th. So July 10th, 1856. But on the Wikipedia, for some reason, it also states the old Julian calendar. So it's June 28th. For some reason, it just include the old calendar. All right, so June 28th.
Weird.
Yeah, and then guess who was born June 28th? Tesla founder Elon Musk. Like what? Like what? And this guy's the one who says Tesla everywhere and basically disparaging his name by using just normal battery technology. So there's Tesla, and it was interesting. It was found on July 1st. Interesting. So July 10th was Nikola Tesla's birthday. July 1st was.
I wonder why July was so important.
Yeah, but July 1st was Tesla's founding, and then Elon Musk June 28th. And another interesting thing is there's a movie about the devil's son, and the devil's son was born June 28th, 1966 or something. This was the Rosemary's Baby. Do you know the movie Rosemary's Baby? Rosemary.
I've heard of it. I never watched it.
Yeah, so Rosemary's Baby. So Rosemary's Baby. It was about like a woman giving birth to the devil's son or something like that, and then. But when Kate Middleton, she actually wore the same dress as Rosemary's Baby for Prince Leo's debut. So she wore the exact same dress as her for some reason.
Oh dear.
So when Kate Middleton appeared just hours after giving birth, so she gave birth and then she's wearing the exact same dress as Rosemary, and then Rosemary's Baby, it's a satanic cult and so on, and then the actual birthday was whoops, I wrote another thingy about it. Baby, I gotta find what it was. Yeah, okay, I do have this. Yeah, so Rosemary's Baby, June 28th is 1966. That's when her baby's born. That's Elon Musk. Anyways, I have like an obsession with numbers. Yeah. Okay, so
there are some trends I've noticed, specific trends in times of year people are born.
Mm-hmm.
People are born in January. They're better athletes. Yeah, and there's a reason for that, because usually a lot of sports like bike racing, they count your age as of January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So if you turn whatever, January 5th or January 10th or something, then you're the oldest one in your category. So you excel, in a younger age, you excel faster. And then there's the people who are born like when school starts and they're not quite old enough, they're just barely old enough. They're going to be hanging on, struggling.
Yeah.
There's different things like that that you wouldn't normally think of, but it's having to do with our annual cycle of things. Now I don't know what the deal is with July. That's usually when school's out.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but I do know, like in NHL and then sports like that, it's because the cutoff age is like December 31st cutoff. So it's like you got, and then when you start off at a young age, you're literally competing with people 1 year older. So at the age 10, 9, you're dealing with a 9-year-old.
Or when you're younger.
Yeah. So 1 year ahead. Typically they're
like people born January 2nd, they're or January 1st, they're a year more developed than their competitors, or they can be. It's an advantage. So they look better, and so they get more attention, they get more financing, and excel more. A lot of the folks in the Tour de France, I was looking at their ages, when they're born, and a lot of them are January and February.
Yeah, well, that's fascinating. And then another advantage in sports is being left-handed. That's the proportion of athletes that are in just the proportion of people left-handed is higher in athletes than in like much higher in like athletics than it is in average population.
I wonder if they have more more capabilities. Kind of like ambidextrous, sort of.
No, that is true. There are more, but there's twofold, because they're able to be more ambidextrous, because like everything you do is right-handed. When you drive a car, it's right-footed. When you keyboards, everything's tailored for right-handed, and so on. But the other thing is, all the people that are right-handed, they're usually like in, let's say, sports where you're defending. You're always used to defending a right-handed person. So now all of a sudden there's a left-handed, and you're like, well, I'm not used to going that way. So it is like, again, in soccer I can spot it. It's like there's a left-footed guy. Everybody knows he's gonna go left, but he's gonna go left. He's still gonna get by you just because you're not used to going that way. Okay, so that's.
I was thinking with baseball, the left-handed pitchers, you can keep an eye on first base. If somebody's stealing the second.
Yeah, that too. And also, if you see in baseball, they try to flip the batters, left batting, right batting, and then they have pitchers specifically for different hand.
Crisscrossing it, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a rare there are rare like switch hitters, but there's an even rarer switch pitchers that they switch. That's
that is kind of weird.
And apparently there was
that would be really creepy. Like if somebody's trying to steal, a base, they don't know where the ball's going to be getting thrown to.
Yeah, but there's also an issue now. It's like the pitcher chooses the first time. Now they can't change anymore, because apparently there's an issue. I heard a story. My brother told me. I'm not sure if it's. I think it's accurate, but he said that I think it actually happened. He said that one of the batters was a switch hitter, another one was a switch pitcher. So then when the batter switches, the pitcher switched, because they want to, and then the other guy switched, and then he switched. So now they make it the pitcher is the one who chooses first. So the pitcher chooses what hand he's gonna go, and then that's it. He has to pitch the whole inning, the whole time to that person in that hand.
The whole game.
No, not the whole game. Just that whole time.
Just to that person.
Yeah. Otherwise you're gonna have an ongoing game on the
Yeah, that would be messing them up.
Yeah. All right. So so I'm not sure how you're doing with time, but I want to finish these thingies on the notes here. I want to go back to the hurricane stuff. I want to see your thoughts on this, and then I included notes. This was like lightning strikes guided via laser-induced plasma. Have you ever heard about this before? So apparently, this is like when you ionize the air. Remember I told you about plasma? It can make sound because you're just ionizing the air, and it requires a huge burst of energy that actually vibrates the air molecules. You actually hear a loud noise. So I'm gonna play this right here. A bit of this. This is a super loud sound. That's plasma being ionized in the air. And then they can also move it around. This is much smaller scale. They described that, but I wanted to show the one with the lightning strikes. So I never knew this was a thing, but with lightning strikes, they would send rockets with wires to guide lightning strikes. Have you ever heard about that before or no? This is something that they actually do, and then now they're doing it with ionized air, with plasma right here.
You mean having an aircraft with a wire sticking out of it to attract the lightning?
Oh, they have a rocket. They have a rocket, like an actual.
Rocket.
Yeah. So they have a rocket. They're not gonna go, and then they get fried. Yeah, basically it fries it, and like the lightning hits it, and then it is able to guide lightning strikes. So play some of this here.
Rockets which trail elements to guide in 2020 military version of what we've seen by Burton to create instant, incredibly realistic aerial decoys that look like real aircraft of whatever origin. And when you think that you couldn't do much more with plasma, in 2021, scientists in Switzerland used a high repetition rate terawatt laser on Mount Santis to create plasma filaments to guide lightning strikes. This is similar to using rockets which trail wire into a thundercloud to initiate a lightning strike. Using a laser, there is no rocket debris or wire to fall back to Earth, and it can be fired as many times as you have power for the laser. This electro-laser experiment was demonstrated on a smaller scale by the US Army in the mid-2000s to create plasma filaments close to a nearby target, and then send a high-power electrical discharge down the filaments to connect with it, be it an object or a person. However,
go back to this one here. This is the only thing I was able to find online about this. It was apparently in the 2000s, the U.S. military was transferring, like, when they say discharge, you're literally transferring electricity, like high amounts of electricity, through the conductor, which is just the ionized air. And look how it's going. But this is the only photo I was able to find. Like in all the mainstream articles, they just show a photo and they just describe it. But there's no video of this. Like, it seems like this is super top secret stuff. So you can transmit energy wirelessly by creating artificial wires. It's
something I've always been curious about. I never tried it, but because we don't get that many thunderstorms around here, but it'd be fun to get like a 4-foot long fluorescent tube and stick part of it in the ground and have it just sticking up.
Oh, and see what happens. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and see if it lights up.
Yeah, that's actually something I could try as well. And another thing I want to say, because remember you said your uncle and lightning. Do you want to describe that or no? The one.
Oh yeah, he was hiking with a friend up the top of a mountain in the Olympic mountain range, and they were trying to hurry up and get across this high bald and before the lightning got to him because there was a storm system coming. My uncle said he felt the hair, up on the back of his neck, and he just dove over the edge. He figured whatever was over the edge was going to be better than what was where he was, and he landed on a ledge and he was knocked out, but he came to and he had numb lips and hand or something for a while, but recovered from that. But his friend fried, got zapped.
Okay, and yeah, that is actually, that's intense.
Yeah, he could feel the potential building and knew that and it just dove over the edge.
And I also said, did he describe like exactly how his friend looked? Like, was his clothes fine? Was it just his body?
I don't remember if he described it or one I saw when I was growing up, like when I was maybe in 5th grade. You could see the guy's shoes on the curb. Is burnt, silhouette of his shoes.
Okay, that's.
And he'd gotten hit. Yeah, somebody got hit by lightning. I think that's what happened there, but I'm not absolutely sure if I'm confusing the two. But I do remember seeing the.
Yeah, I wanna. That's something I wanna look up. I wanna see if there's on a news story because that's and then the fact that happened to your family. That's just again, it's like what a world we're living in. That's astonishing. Yes.
Well, it tells you that if you're out, hiking or whatever on top of some high ridge and the storm system's coming in, you need to get low. Actually, we were taught that walking to and from elementary school, and always think about this. Which ditch are you going to dive into? Like if it was a tornado coming or something. But to be quite aware of that, to be able to get down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's first thing in my mind when I hear when I can feel a lightning strike. I can go somewhere and hide.
But it's if you
Yeah.
feel like the
Yeah.
hair on
Yeah.
the back of your neck standing up, getting pulled up.
Yeah, and I just wanted to bring this up quickly, just because I mentioned it. Somehow it's your family, and it's related to lightning strike. Like I don't know anyone that got hit by lightning, and then someone that saved himself, and yeah.
Yeah,
like
it
your
was very
uncle.
close to
Yeah.
getting hit.
Yeah, and then so this one I wanted just to bring up this because you've already seen this before, the Jamie McIntyre one where he describes the Pentagon, the lack of like large debris and so on. What's interesting is guess who he's talking to right here on the left. Let's see. Do you know the name? Anybody that know the name?
I was thinking of I forgot her name, who's more popular now. I don't remember her name.
Okay. It's.
But
I'll give you a hint. It starts with Judy. No.
Oh no, that's the one I was thinking of. Judy Woodruff.
Yeah. So it's Judy Woodruff. So.
Yeah, but that's the one I was thinking of.
No, but just what are the odds that like he's talking about the Pentagon lack of plane parts and he's talking to Judy Woodruff. Like out of all people.
Yeah.
It's like what's going on here? It's kind of when I.
There's also Judy Wood, who's a lawyer with immigration.
Okay, that's actually the first time when you search YouTube. Usually that shows up. Sometimes that shows up like this random Judy Wood.
Yeah.
I'm like, who are these people? There's someone else that was on Gaia, but it wasn't you. It was like Judy. I think it was on Gaia. Someone else. Let's check what this says on YouTube. YouTube is pretty bad at search them. Okay, so yours is showing up, but it's probably because of me, like logged in. But yeah, okay, so you're in a lot of these.
They know which one you want.
Before it wasn't like this. Before even searching this up, it would. But it might be because of this guy showing up. The towers went poof. All right, this guy, and then he says collapse and dark energy evidence.
Well, it was so funny when I was talking with him. He said, "So how do you cover up irrefutable evidence?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pause. You call it a theory, and then he starts calling it a theory.
Yeah, it's just
so basically acknowledging he was playing cover up.
Notice it doesn't say Dr. Judy Wood here on his the clips. No debris, just
right.
Thus Judy Wood reveals forensic evidence. No debris, just thus. Who are these people?
Right.
And also, Judge Judy. I guess interesting as well.
It's all about shaping the narrative.
Yeah, it is. It's all just pretty ridiculous. Yeah, so that was.
But after you've seen it a bunch, you really you pick up on different ways they do it.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna. Okay, now this is because we mentioned IQ test. I'm gonna go back to the hurricane after this last one. So this was back because this is. Remember you said what's the biggest IQ test on 9/11, like in terms of normie land? Was it passports? Remember you said?
Oh yeah, that is like did the guy spool down the window on the plane and chuck it out?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I posted this one right here. This was actually this clip I got it from That's Life, but not as you know. He was on the show before. Yeah, so this was it's in the chat right now. The guy who made this top video. I added this at the bottom. So listen to what he says. This was on 9/11. Let's see, alleged 9/11 hijacker password found before towers fell or turned to dust, if you can believe that. And also, what's it called? Apparently, the Wikipedia says it was like soaked in jet fuel. So let's play it right here.
Another development on Saturday, New York officials revealed at a news.
Can you hear this one or no? Can you hear this? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play it again.
Another development on Saturday, New York officials revealed at a news conference here in the city that a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. No other details were given, but the discovery prompted the FBI and police to expand the search area down in Lower Manhattan. That a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. That a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. The hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. That if you can believe that. That if you can believe that.
Yeah, so that
it probably didn't belong to anybody on the plane. It was just part of the paper trail they're laying down.
But this was before the towers went poof. So this was literally that's what the mainstream before it went down. That's what even Wikipedia says. And then it was soaked in jet fuel. Like it was dipping it in.
So how did it supposedly get from the supposed hijacker to wherever it was found?
Yeah, what is that? What, like,
It's just
but doesn't jet fuel like so it was unburnt jet fuel? Like what do you mean it's soaked in it? Like just dipped it in and you dip it.
yeah, if you like the smell of it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I like this is what I like about live footage. Like the guy, like the news anchor, literally says, "If you can believe that." Like, why? Like,
Yeah, he's got some wheels turning in his head.
Yeah, he's literally saying, "Okay, if you can believe that." It's like, yeah, that's not happening.
But back then, there was more thinking going on.
Yeah, but also things that are live. It's like you have to
No,
react. to the-
nowadays live stuff is more
yeah,
choreographed.
But now it's because now it's like they have to be choreographed because everyone has like live streams and so on. It's like there's live everything.
Mhm.
Before it was like the TV, it's just one anchor. It's like he's far away from the event. He's just reading. Okay, I gotta read this news. So like they have it. Here's the news. Read it. Okay. Oh, we got it. Okay, yeah. I got somebody stealing some wine from my fruit. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go to the next setup. Yeah, so that's that part. And there's Kevin Baird, and I'll look up on Kevin Baird stuff later. But I'm gonna go. Okay, so we went over lightning. I'm gonna go play this video. This is the one of the tornado appearing to form from ground up. This was in your presentation. This one here. All right, and I'll play this right now. I want to quickly play this, but yeah, I have somebody stealing some wine from me. And let's go.
Did you see above our heads? Look above. Look above you, right here.
Look at that.
Oh my God. He's throwing the shot. Shoot.
I'm shooting.
Good.
Dude, look at the funnel.
Oh my God, look at the funnel. This is incredible. We're backing up.
We are. Oh, I hope he backs up. He's going to be right in the middle of that.
Backing up. Oh my God, are you getting this, Katie?
I'm getting it.
I gotta get some shots. I gotta get some shots. Hang on.
Ow!
Sorry.
Look at this, baby. Stop. Look at this.
Tell me what it's doing.
All right. There's epic stuff. And yeah, so yeah, somebody stealing some wine from me. But yeah, would you say something before I went over to this part here about the, what is it called? Is it the doctor? Are you still here? Where's the doctor?
Yeah.
Okay, there you are. Yeah, I was yeah. So yeah, but the passport thing, that is the IQ test of IQ test. But then I wanted to show this part. I want to go back to the hurricane setup here. So I got this from your presentation, and yeah. So I got this from your presentation. It looks like it's ground up. It's just I've never seen anything like that before. But have you seen the mainstream narrative about how like tornadoes are formed? I posted.
No, but I would think that they'd be able to go from the bottom up or the top down.
Yeah.
You know, it's a potential between the two places, and it's trying to connect.
Yeah. No, it is. And another thing I want to show quickly. Okay, so this is we live in a small world. So the guy who commented on this in my video, so Inventor 3, he's the guy that I showed earlier. He commented 3 days ago. He says, "Beautiful footage. Thanks for posting." He's the guy that has the Hutchinson sample, the one with that rod that was bent.
Oh.
So he's the guy. I'm like, what a small world we live in here. But one guy's saying that's a loud spout tornado. I want to see what is a loud spout tornado? But yeah, no, it can be formed from the top.
Probably like a big dust devil.
And then there's other comments saying that it's like even by its appearance, you can't 100% state where its starting point, like because is something actually turning? Like what if the top is turning?
Yeah, you don't know if the stuff up above is invisible or not.
Yeah.
But obviously there's a potential between the two places that it's trying to connect to, and down on the ground level, it has a lot more dirt it can mix in there, so you would see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, yeah, and another part is, I had no idea what the mainstream reason is, but like apparently even mainstream they don't really 100% know how it's all formed. But one of them, this is the mainstream explanation. This is a good video of when it starts from the bottom, it's called the dust devil. Somebody's saying it's called dust devil when it starts from the bottom. Yeah, but here's apparently this is from the National Geographic. So meteorologist Ted Fujita's explanation for how tornadoes are formed. He doesn't really explain. He just says it spins and all of a sudden there's a tornado. So listen to this explanation.
His earlier research has taught him that in Tornado Alley, twisters are normally caused when humid winds from the Gulf of Mexico move north and collide with colder, drier winds from the west. As the warm wind rises, it converges with these colder winds, causing horizontal rotation. Heat from the ground, produced by the sun, makes the warm air rise even further. Finally, it pushes itself up through the colder layer, creating a funnel that spins upward as a tornado. These violent funnels can cause devastating damage, striking any American state. But they predominantly hit Tornado Alley in the spring and summer.
Oh yeah, that's so I'm trying to wrap my head around. So basically, there's different temperature winds coming from one side and the other, and then all of a sudden it forms a giant vortex, and then the heat from the ground lifts it up. Like, what?
Yeah, I think they just make guesses.
But well, they're just like it's yeah, it is just a guess, but it's like what it's just saying there's a spinning thingy and goes up. I'm like, all right. I could just say it levitated up, and that's more accurate. Or just become the same kind of.
Right, it's something that it feeds on itself, perhaps. Like something randomly is moving around, then it starts swirling, and then based on the electricity and so forth in the environment, it might accelerate it, and then like a feedback loop.
Basically, my view is there's not a single explanation that makes sense. If it's strictly, if someone's strictly talking about wind, it's not. It just won't do it. It's
right. Like it isn't a vacuum cleaner that sucks up things.
It's gonna be something where it has to have some sort of electrical effect because it is electrical in nature. So it needs to also have that. And the way that this guy has like just a spinning tube, and all of a sudden it just creates a giant vortex. He went from here to here. It's like, all right, that escalated quickly. I'm gonna quickly. I've seen this tornado. Okay, small tornado flips car parking lot. I've seen this one before. I want to see it. This is okay. This might be one. Tosses cars at Laura's high school.
Newly released surveillance video shows a confirmed tornado touchdown in the town of Loris in Horry County. The storm tossed cars.
Yeah. Can you see this right here? This little tornado thing. He just lifted up this car.
No, my screen is not.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. But you'll be able to see it later. But yeah, so you can see it's at a high school parking lot, and then there's random. It doesn't even look like a thick tornado. It just looks like random spiraling.
It's in Horry County,
and then the car levitates right upon
cars on top of other cars in the parking lot of Loris High School. No reports of any injury.
That is just, and now it's on top of the other car. So this is like a rare footage of it actually levitating. I gotta grab this footage and share that.
There's one that I remember seeing a long time ago about a guy who's in a parking lot and then something happened on the other side of the parking lot and the car lifted up.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see that.
And,
yeah, I'll be posting more. I want to find where it was. Why can't I find this?
There's also the one from I guess West Broadway on 9/11, that dust devil.
Yeah, I'm gonna show that right now. I have that in my notes.
But also what's interesting is the fumes and stuff coming out of the building wrap around up above. Kind of like an old lady putting her hair in a bun, that kind of wrap around.
No, wait, what was that? What was wrapping around? I was got dazed off.
Oh, you know how old ladies would put their hair in a bun, they wrap it around.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like that.
No,
up above.
No, which tornado was this one? Which one was that?
Oh, this is outside of Building 7 on 9/11.
Oh yeah, no, because I have this footage, mini tornado. This was
not the dust devil down below, but it's turning it the same.
That one. Oh no, that one.
Same way, but it's you know how all the stuff pouring out of the building. It looks like spiral wraparound like old lady's hair bun.
Yeah, that's when I'll be including that in my giant energetic dust video. So yeah, for those in the audience, I've been working on a absolutely epic video on energetic dust. I'm almost done compiling everything, but I keep finding more stuff. But I want to show it was Building 7, and I'll show the one where she's discussing where it's literally it's spinning around. This is the part right here. This.
I can't see the screen.
Yeah, but for the audience, they can see it right here. So you can see this like literally
Okay.
being sucked out, and you can see the windows on the side. Like nothing's coming out of these ones. Why would everything come out of one side?
It's a traffic jam.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if it's a traffic jam, there, why isn't it everything coming out of everything else? And you could only see like a few little shiny things as like fire. If people say that it was a blazing inferno, why is there a little tiny little flame there of something? And now it's like literally being sucked out, and then all the cars toasted all around, and so on. So that'll be part of
At first, it was the south face of the building from ground to roof, and then towards the end, it was the east face.
Yeah, and definitely, and you can see some. Here's a close up of there's a close up video, and even this fire just looks different, just weird. It looks just a weird
Cheeto fire.
Yeah, it just looks electrical like ish, and then even when and it's turning dust for like one side, and then even when it falls, you still see so much dust coming out. It's so much as the shell falls, it's still so much dust being poured out, and
there's somebody made a model, and they're NIST or somebody, and everyone laughs at it.
Yeah.
No, it was a pretty good model where it shows the middle of the building just crumbling away to nothing.
No, yeah, it's accurate in that like that's generally happened, but they were ignoring the dust pouring out for forever. But steel and like concrete doesn't just do that for no reason. Yeah.
Right, and fires, burn one office up and consume everything, all the flammables there. Then it moves on to the next place and burns that up. Next,
yeah,
it doesn't 1, 2, 3, and everything's on fire.
Yeah,
from ground to roof.
And you never see a fire that lasts like days, weeks, months, years. See, this one keeps going on, and on. Yeah, and this.
Yeah, you see ones like in foreign countries. You see a concentration of where the fire is. You don't see it, uniformly smoke from ground to roof.
Yeah, and you also don't see it weeks later or years later, fuming randomly.
Yeah.
Like they're putting imagine putting water on it from the Hudson River for literally months. Like what do we imagine? You're this guy here.
That's another IQ test. Is watch what happens when water goes on it.
Oh wow.
It quiets down the fuming. If it were hot, it would make more steam.
Yeah, and interesting about.
And then if it's it's the opposite of how you would think it would be, because if it's raining, it kind of like quiets down everything.
No, you are right. Yeah, so it's like, why is it? Yeah, well,
it's not from heat. The fumes are not from heat.
Because if you throw water on something hot, it will literally just burst into vapor.
Yeah, why aren't you supposed to throw water on a grease fire?
Yeah, no, you are right. And another part is the water part. I was about the Dave, the Pew guy. Where's this guy? He's gonna be included in the this guy, photographer, Pentagon photographer, Bob.
Into the.
He said that when they were putting water on the Pentagon, he think that it made it worse, like inside for some reason. I'm gonna go to a description, so transcript, water. So listen to what this guy says. He's a photographer out there.
Of the fuel, batches. They were beginning to start their firefighting, and after the dispatches came through that it was a plane, I'm sure they came because of the fuel. What I was seeing immediately was they were pouring water into the actual firefighting itself, which I believe probably spread the fire deeper into the building. I just carried it further and further along. I don't know that for sure, but it sounds logical to me. There was no foam and there was no actual fuel fighting going on at that time. I saw the.
So he said that when they were putting water in, he thinks that it caused the quote fire to go deeper into the building.
The spread.
Yeah, like the spread, like basically, like yeah. So they're putting it on one side, but then all of a sudden, like the back side would be on like fuming up. Also, okay, you sent a photo. Which photo is this one? Oh,
no,
okay.
That's what my screen looks like.
Oh, it's still doing that?
It does it off and on, but it's been doing it for quite a while.
Okay. So
I don't know why.
You're getting hit by. Has this ever happened before?
Nope.
Okay, so I absolutely hate when I can't just view a photo. I'll just open this one here. Yeah, so this is the doctor. Yeah, so guys, the doctor. This is what you're seeing. I'm gonna take a screenshot.
It's like a a 1960s TV set that needs to be thumped up along the side of it to get better reception.
But the audio was fine for the videos I play, or no?
Yeah, the audio is fine.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so we have she's getting hit by a directed energy weapon. Holy, okay.
Mhm.
It's either a
And it
weasel.
moves around. It moves around.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's either a weasel, Fetzer, or Gage. they're all weasels. That's an interesting thing. Actually, no. That's I apologize to weasels. Like weasels, they might be vicious, yeah, but they're vicious for their survival. They're not trying to.
I always thought of weasels as being like, because the nursery rhyme around the mulberry bush, like you chase the weasel. You think of them as cute, sweet little things. I didn't realize how wicked these things can be.
Yeah, but again, they're wicked, but only for their own need for food and all that. Gage and Fetzer, they're wicked for like civilization destruction.
For
Enslavement,
employment.
Yeah, but they're also but their weaselness is part of the enslavement of humanity with their cover up. And so we have a question here. Chris Jack says, can you ask Dr. Wood where she may possibly think the weather control technology came from? What was the source? Any ideas? Was it on land in North America? So you're getting asked where the weapons were.
Yeah, I don't take it into the where. If you look at data enough, it becomes evident. But there's probably various ways that things can be controlled.
Yeah. There's a lot of and that's the thing a lot of people don't realize. It's not just a technology we know that exists. It's all the ones that we don't know that we don't know that we don't even know that exists, or some of it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no point in trying to. I know about technology A, B, and C, so it's got to be one of those.
Mm-hmm.
No, it could be technology Z or K or something, that you don't know about.
Yeah, what was the guy's? Yeah, Donald Rumsfeld. I'm gonna play some of that, and then this guy's so it's very very profound. His infamous unknown lines.
There are reports that there is no evidence of a direct link between Baghdad and some of these terrorist organizations.
There are known knowns. There are things we know. We also know there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there are some things we do not know. But there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we don't know, we don't know.
Excuse me, but is this an unknown unknown?
I'm not.
Several unknowns, and I'm just wondering if this is an unknown
I'm not going to
unknown.
say which it is.
Mr. Secretary,
I'm right here. I'm right here.
There are reports that there.
So he used that to justify to invade Iraq. They're like, your reports are pretty wild. It's like there's known unknowns, known unknowns. But yeah, that's
Yeah, it sounded goofy, but there's some reality to it. Well, what I like to say is know what it is that you know, and know that everything else you don't know.
Yeah, and
don't
mix in
substitute the unknowns with assumptions.
Yeah, for sure. And and speaking with Donald Rumsfeld again, this is where I also think reality is a bit fake. So I'm gonna go to the MES Truth one. MES Truth. Okay, so I posted this today, and I had no idea. So apparently the news, remember the Jamie McIntyre?
Yeah.
Or McIntyre.
Very close to.
So he says that he was told that Donald Rumsfeld came down to help the injured people at the Pentagon before going into like top secret bunker or whatever. I'm gonna go to the Donald part right here. So listen to what he says right here.
Window from the plane. When this plane hit the Pentagon this morning, according to the Pentagon spokesman Craig Quigley, the Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld incredibly is described as having run out of his office and down to actually help some of the victims onto stretchers until he was ushered into the National Military Command Center, the secure nerve center or war room deep inside the Pentagon, where he remains at this time. Pentagon officials say he'll stay there for the time being. That is a place where all of U.S. intelligence comes in, and he has complete command with his commanders around the world. At the same time...
Okay, yeah, so apparently the Pentagon spokesperson said Donald Rumsfeld went down to help injured people. I'm like, what? And then, yeah.
What a weird thing to say.
Yeah, but it's like they're telling him here, the spokesperson, Pentagon spokesperson is saying that, and then the news just reports it as if it's fact. Like, oh, Donald's such a great guy. He's helping there, and then now he's back into the military command and controlling whatever.
Or is he trying to cover something up? He's or trickling out some plane parts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, a bag of plane parts. Okay, that's a good meme potential. Okay, so that's that part. I want to click on I want to show you this one I had here, and then we'll talk about.
I do remember seeing a picture of somebody in a white shirt with a skinny tie, picking up things or putting them down, and just like, why are you moving evidence?
Oh no, that's a good point. I know that apparently he's a Middle Eastern guy, and I guess it was in the Bob Pugh video, and he says some Middle Eastern guy was looking at a plane part. So go to Bob Pugh.
Oh, it was a guy that was picking it up, like he was collecting it or something.
Yeah, no, I have video of it.
I don't know that for sure.
The guy who took it was Bob Pugh. This guy was the guy, the photographer at the Pentagon. I'm gonna go to what's his name? Middle. Yeah. So here's the video of the guy.
The vicinity of the 14th Street Bridge. That's one of the bridges that crosses the Potomac from Virginia into Washington D.C. And right into the middle of town. It was incidentally the site of the Air Florida crash in 1980 during the winter. So I was very familiar with the location and logistics of how to get there. So I immediately left my office and began moving in that direction. As I exited the office, I was.
Oh no, that was wrong. That was the wrong time step. Okay,
it's interesting. He's scratching his neck like that. I think
began
that's a sign of something.
Yeah, I also suspected him being a spook. Like later on, in like 20 years later, or he has an interview on the mainstream news, and he's like, he smelled jet fuel. I'm like, what? You didn't say that before. I go back here. Okay, no, here's the part. Here's the part. I went back a bit. I went to the wrong middle. Here's part.
There was a gentleman in a suit, and looking at the video, he appears to be Middle Eastern, probably an employee of the Pentagon, was handling some of the wreckage, a small mechanical arm of some kind that had a joint attached to it, indicating his idea that it may be part of a landing gear. And there was some discussion amongst the other uniformed military people that it was too small, but nevertheless it was just a small piece of obviously something mechanical.
So there's a Middle Eastern guy, he's saying, holding this landing gear. The guy was saying it was landing gear. But you are right. Why is he touching evidence? And why is everybody just looking at him touch evidence?
Yeah, that was the one I was
okay, maybe a different one.
Thinking of. It has a white shirt and a skinny black tie.
Okay, but was the guy skinny? If it was, it wasn't
Donald
Donald
yeah,
Rumsfeld.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not Donald Rumsfeld then. he's not skinny from last time I heard. Yeah. But
like the guy was trying to help and was out picking up parts. It seemed kind of weird.
Yeah, but this guy as well. Like, why is the guy in a suit handling anything? Like, why would a guy in a suit be dealing with any sort of debris? Like, in a plane, like in a car crash, you never see these random people go intervene when there's police and other like firefighters and all that there. You want to get away from that. You don't go and like, hey, I think it's
you go see how the body is, and then you also wave traffic by.
Yeah, you don't.
Those are the most crucial jobs.
Yeah. So Bob Pugh, he actually the photographer, he said he was at the Air Florida. He was also took videos and photos of the Air Florida, and he was astonished that there you can actually see the tail section and like actual plane. And this one here, he had no idea, like, why is there no giant plane part? So this is a photo from the Air Florida crash that he was at.
That's the one that didn't have good. It didn't have good de-icing and couldn't get up.
Okay, maybe.
Is that the one?
It says right here. I didn't see the hitting 7 occupied vehicle destroying.
Nope, that's a different one. There's one that went into the Potomac.
Yeah, and this was a good comment that actually Rotary Matrix made in the comments here. He's in there. The fire in a dumpster, not even the building, is away from the building and making all the black smoke like a cover screen. Now this guy apparently is a generator here. This is outside the wall and it's fuming like crazy for some reison.
Oh yeah, there's a dumpster that was.
Was it a dumpster?
It's smoldering away.
Was it a dumpster?
I think so.
I thought it was a generator. Okay, it might be. Yeah, I'll have to double check what that is.
That's from my memory.
Yeah, it's the one that's fuming everywhere. It's like, what's being fumed? So yeah, that could be a cover in terms of like turning that to dust, and then. But I think because I know the object apparently hit a generator. So that's upward. I'm gonna play the just last one here, and then I'll talk about the David Hughes clips, and then we can end the stream. It's been 2.5 hours. Okay. So this is the mini Dust Devil next to WPC. It's like, yeah, that's a little, and just
definitely spiraling around.
Just the way the levitation of the paper. I don't know. There's something weird about tornadoes, like any size. Okay, okay. That's that part. And now this one is a rare extended footage, shows the formation from like the from beginning and end. You can see like a lot of stuff. And then it moves across the highway. It's a very, very rare footage.
There's that clear tube at the top, or the translucent tube.
Yeah, you're right. It's in Mexico City. Or Mexico Highway, somewhere there. Yeah, notice it's building up and it starts moving. The movement of it, the lateral movement of it, it's just something up.
Like, why does it decide when to move and what it's doing?
Yeah, it's moving around.
I really wonder about magnetic fields in the area, just local magnetic fields that steers it.
Yeah, that's one thing definitely need to test it out. I know there's a person that tries to make little tornado vortex just with wind, just with like little tiny ones, but it's super loud and.
Oh, just like getting some beaters or something and spinning it around.
Yeah, but he has like the top and bottom and then spinning. I think so. Here's this one, and look at it stops the highway. This guy's like, am I gonna go? This guy, why is he just turn around and go home? Like, why is this guy right here stopping?
Oh, there's some that get thrilled. It's sort of like the ones who climb Mount Everest. You know, they just get thrilled, and so what if they die in the process?
Yeah. Oh, this guy's like.
Oh, look at all this stuff. Oh no, that's junk in the windshield.
Yeah, that was windshield. But it looks like it just hit it from that. Okay, now look how big it got. I'll make it double speed. Okay, it's double speed now.
I mean, it's interesting how clear the tube is up above, and it's more hazy at the bottom.
Yeah, it looks like it's sucking it upwards, or.
Like it isn't real well organized, but as it goes up, it gets more organized.
And then these guys are still driving near it. Okay, like. Whoops! Why do I have the difference?
I wonder if they have a game plan, like when they jump into the ditch. You know, abandon their car and jump into the ditch.
Yeah, but it's on a highway, so it's one of those like they can only go like straight or back. All right.
No, right, but that's what I'm saying. If they get into trouble, do they just abandon their car and dive into the ditch?
Yeah, I'll go under the car maybe. Oh, there's trucks too. Everyone's going. Look how big it got. Holy.
That Joplin, Missouri one was interesting. How the people who got in the cooler, the walk-in cooler, fared the best, and the rest of the 7-Eleven or whatever it was, the convenience store, went away, and they just stayed in the cooler.
Okay, I just want to see why this thing is not showing up. No, that this one. This one here.
Oh, another thing I noticed with the Joplin, Missouri one is that the trees were stripped of their bark. It's like the tornado pulled the bark off the trees.
Oh, really? Which one? Yeah, because I was gonna in my dust video at the Pentagon. They said like there's a plane. No, that there was a tree like a distance away. Like the entire top got sheared off. Like when the object went through, like went by.
Well, the one I saw, the tree was fuming.
Oh wow!
But
yeah,
and there was toasted cars fuming too.
Okay, and I want to find the ball lightning quickly. It's okay. View my channel. I had the ball lightning. Yeah, I forgot to put this in the notes. This one here. Did you have a chance to see this one? I think I may have sent it to you. This is the ball lightning.
Oh, you do my favorite one, which is getting ready to pull building 6.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah. Because I want to put that up there. I'm gonna go right here quickly. Add this to.
There's a longer one. I haven't seen it for a while, where he places a bet with some other folks about, I don't know what the bet is, like $1 or something like that. Then afterwards he goes to collect. He says, "Nice doing business with you."
Oh wow. Yeah. Which one was that one? Which one is?
That was in the Get Ready to Pull Building 6.
Oh, okay.
Afterwards,
Yeah.
they placed some bets. It reminded me what I do with teaching busting lab.
Mm-hmm.
To get the students' interest going, you put a penny or a nickel, bet on the closest that going over, picking out the failure, for the failure stress.
Yeah, I'm just adding the notes. I should have done this straight to the other one. Okay, this one I'm gonna close this. This one I'm gonna close this one. And then. Yeah, the bullet. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the building 6 part. Yeah, the building 6 one. Anytime someone says, "Oh, well, Larry Silverstein says pull it," I'm like, building 6 was literally pulled. And
yeah,
there's building 6.
That Larry Silverstein thing. I mean, that was like setting out an Easter egg, hoping people would take the bait.
Yeah, it's funny because you have a Jewish billionaire saying the most like stereotypical.
I should just pull it.
Yeah, the most stereotypical thing.
but Jones and Gage quit talking about it. But after I said, "What is those firefighters fight fires with sticks of dynamite in the back pocket just in case?"
Yeah. Just throw it.
I mean, it's so stupid. That is the most stupid thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pull building 6. Okay, so here's building 6.
I mean, there are a lot of these things that are just so stupid. It's.
No, definitely. So here's building 6.
Building 6.
Yeah, building 6 demolished via cables to prevent damaging the WTC bathtub slurry wall. And then I also said, it's like, weren't they wondering why the 2 giant twin towers didn't destroy the slurry wall? And I think it's like 8 stories, 9 stories, something like that.
8 stories.
Oh, yeah. So he says 8 stories here as well. Okay, so it's 8 stories.
Yeah, here goes. Get ready to pull building 6.
Yeah, this one right here.
Oh, we're getting ready to pull building 6.
We have to be very careful how we demolish building 6. We were worried about the building 6 coming down and then damaging the slurry wall, so we wanted that particular building to fall within a certain area.
Well, they've got the cables attached in 4 different locations going up, and they'll be pulling the building to the north. It's not every day you try to pull down an 8-story building with cables.
Yeah, so that's building 6 for you. Being pulled and then again ready to pull building 6. So got that accent.
I think he's from North Carolina. He's got a very classic accent.
Yeah, and to show you what building 6 is. So here's the building 6. And then compares.
It's just the sliver that's close to West Street.
Yeah, okay.
The rest is gone.
Yeah, so here's what I said here. I said, look at this photo of building 6 very, very closely, and note that the remaining still standing lobby columns, giant twin tower, north tower still visible, and pales and
the stuff on the left in that picture.
Yeah, but see this right here. That's building 6. This is the lobby columns of the exterior lobby columns of the north tower, and just look at this. There's building 6.
Where are the other 102 stories?
Yeah, so they have to be careful to pull down the remains, not just the full building, just the remains. This is a sidewall. Like pull that down. They have to be careful.
Just that little little end chunk.
Yeah, and they were scared of damaging the slurry wall. And then this one, it's like, does anyone have none of brain powers? And this they don't even like care. And yeah, and there's a little tiny sphere there. This is that's building 6. That's astonishing. I will.
If it were a terrorist that was doing this, it really wanted to create terror and havoc. Yeah. Don't you think it would make more sense to topple the buildings over sideways? Well, and you could take out all of Manhattan.
No, but this is actually more terror in that they can literally disappear buildings. It's like, all right, but they're not havoc. Yeah, they didn't create as much havoc as they could. But the amount of terror...
Like, it's like they went to the opposit of creating the minimum damage.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they also didn't use real foot planes. That would have been even more damage. Because like imagine hits a wall and all on the ground you have actual people inside, and yeah, just mayhem and all the body parts flying on live TV.
Actually, there's something I've wondered about is if they toppled over Tower 1 or 2 or both, and it took out the rest of Southern Manhattan.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody has insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to have insurance companies survive after all that? So they pay out
Well, the government's going to
more
bail
than
them out.
they
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, but the government's going to bail out every someone. Those have to bail out.
Right,
and,
right.
Yeah.
But still, if you want to really create havoc,
Yeah,
and just
but that is
do the
havoc.
most harm.
No, but I know that. That's what I'm saying. That is havoc. It's like you destroy it all. Now it's like it's on top of just rebuilding, going to war with Iraq and all that. Now you have to also bail out all the insurance companies because otherwise they're all going to go tank. So.
Right, and then the whole economy goes.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Yeah, because
But no, that Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. I thought that the shipping company should pay for it. Don't they have insurance to cover it?
Yeah, but that's.
and why is the U.S. government paying for the rebuilding of the bridge instead of the company that destroyed it?
Yeah, I haven't looked at that too much. Which one is that bridge? Is that the one that goes to like that Baltimore? Which one is this one? Baltimore.
Yeah, it goes into Baltimore, into downtown Baltimore. The Francis Scott Key Bridge, I guess it was called.
Let's see the wiki on this. I haven't looked at this.
And the guy, the driver of the boat, he messed up.
Yeah. But notice how you could see. Look, it fell, but you could still see a bunch of this stuff here. And notice how this the shipping container ship didn't turn to dust, and you can still see the rubble.
Right.
You can still see steel. Like this is more steel than.
But why didn't their insurance company have to pay for it?
Well, the bridge one didn't pay for it. So what happened then?
No, the U.S. government. Biden said he would pay for it.
Oh wow.
With taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, that's pretty well. And look, it's as tall as the Empire State Building. Yeah, just it's the way it is. Yeah, yeah. Something that's another investigation on its own, and that's the thing where everybody should be thankful for your work, because it's stuff like this happens, yeah, but it's like 9/11. You did the full investigation on it already, and it's like it literally saves me a lot of time, because if I came across 9/11, I'm like, oh man, I gotta do all this, but yeah.
Yeah, and Gage says he calls for a new investigation. Well, why is he covering it up?
Yeah, and Gage is. He literally says he did a presentation to his architect friends, and then he says, "Put your hands up if you want a new investigation." I'm like, what was the presentation for?
Vote for it, yeah.
What were you doing?
This deal of putting hands up and voting for it. You know what it reminds me of is when Stephen Jones had everybody raise their hands to vote against cold fusion.
Yeah.
Research.
No, for sure. I included that as well in my Jones. Yeah, and Jones again. He's like buddies with the actual convicted pedo Sterling Allen. So and he's in I think he's so here's Jones in your presentation you showed.
This is from 1989. Science by Press Conference.
Is it a shortcut to fusion energy? I don't want to disappoint anyone. I think I'll
go to the hands up here. Here's the hands when you ask them.
This is his hand. Department of Energy funding. And we have Steve Koonin, who was just appointed by the first administration of Obama to an undersecretary of the Department of Energy. Bush. And these guys are thinking about raising their...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they can put their hands up. There's one guy that didn't raise his hands. He was in the...
But notice how, it starts out with Jones holding his hand up.
Mm-hmm.
Showing people what to do, and then others feel the pressure to put their hand up. And they do the same thing with presentations of, Gage does his presentations. Why would he care? I mean, why would it matter how people voted?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they believe in controlled demolition or whatever. But it's part of the PSYOP. If they see hands going up, then they go ahead and sign on.
Yeah, there was
it
one
makes
guy,
them decide.
There's a cold fusion vote. There's one guy that didn't vote for that. I forgot his name. He was in the. There's only one person that didn't vote. He was Steve. Crevette wrote about him in his book / thing. So there was one guy. I think I may have to find it again. I'll have to find it later. But there's one guy that didn't vote. Out of all those.
Hand.
And notice that Steve Koonin was put his hands right after him. Like so. So there's those
right.
two. Yeah. So like out of all.
Hand.
And then they all start putting their hands up.
Yeah.
I think he had technical difficulties as well.
Peer pressure.
But yeah, that's the thing. This presentation probably needs to be redone one day, just like some of the glitching and so on. But yeah, and yeah, so one person didn't vote. I gotta find out who that guy was again. Steve Corvette. I think I may have sent it to you or some Corvette.
Was it the guy on the far left?
Okay, this guy Corvette. Okay, this is might be in here. Yeah. Okay, this is in his book here. In if I go here in Energy Times, and if I go to vote. Okay, cold fusion funding. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in here. There's one guy, cold fusion, yeah, funding Jones, department. Yeah, so I got.
Why would somebody work so hard to stop that research?
Yeah, and it wasn't asking for much either. Just like they're talking thousands of dollars, not because the.
And these guys, Pons and Fleischman, had funded their own research for years out of their own pockets.
Yeah, and then that's why they spent like 100,000. They just wanted some more, just keep doing that. And the government spends billions on hot fusion, and then yeah, Jones, Jones, who's again friends with a convicted and who's allegedly still in jail, pedo in Sterling Island. Yeah, so that's that part. I included this.
I confessed.
Yeah,
I confessed.
Well, confessed to, and yeah, and just absolutely horrific person. I'm gonna go to this is the ball lightning. I'm gonna click on the ball lightning one, and then we'll talk about the David Hughes, and then we'll have to, and that's almost 3 hours. So I'm gonna play. This is the ball lightning. Have you seen this one? This was last year in Canada, Alberta. This couple saw this ball lightning in their farmland. And then the mainstream scientists, they keep trying to push it that it's a power line somehow, like discharge electrical.
Yeah, well, how do you have a power line out there in the boonies?
Yeah, but also like the couples themselves, so it's not a power line. Like there's no power line there. Let's listen to this.
What is it? It's going for a long time.
A ball of light hovers over a field.
It's like a fireball, but not really. It's the wrong color.
And this couple from Rich Valley, Alberta, was mesmerized.
After a rather vicious lightning strike, we saw the ball of fire kind of retain, 20 feet above the ground.
The cell phone video was captured an hour northwest of Edmonton by Ed and Melinda Party. It shows the ball of light for about 20 seconds before it disintegrates. They were under a tornado watch and experiencing a thunderstorm Wednesday evening when they saw this about a kilometer away from their home.
Yeah, it was moving horizontally above the ground. Incredibly bright, too.
It was very bright.
It was really bright. It was probably anywhere from 1 meter to 2 meters in diameter, so it was fairly large. And then, about 20 feet above the ground.
The couple were amazed and scrambled to film it with a phone.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? I've never seen this.
Yeah, you can see that right there. But then now listen to the, look how it just, and then listen to what this guy says right here.
That's what that looks like.
We've got this really bright light out here.
We asked longtime storm chaser George Karunas for his opinion.
If this is indeed ball lightning, this is one of the best ball lightning videos I've ever seen.
But he wonders if what we're seeing is the result of lightning hitting a power line and an arc of electricity traveling along it.
Yeah. Okay, he's looking at this other spot there. What is he?
This exhibits all the characteristics of a persistent, slow-moving, arcing power line.
Ed and Melinda
It's not
doubt
round.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I know, but like the guy can go there and look for a power line, or ask him, is there a power line? Listen what he says.
Right.
That.
Definitely not.
No, it's a long ways away from a power line.
Just to spoil
And
it
now there's a mainstream YouTuber doing these weird hand signs and saying that it's not it's a power line.
Unfortunately, it's most likely not ball lightning. As a matter of fact, additional reports from this event suggest that there is actually a power line running through this location, and very likely exactly where this event is happening.
Definitely not.
No, it's a long ways away from a power line.
Like I don't understand. Like there's no power line. You could like they can disagree with it. Okay, I'm gonna click on.
But it's very round.
Yeah,
and that's not a normal power line type deal.
Well, here's comparison with this one, but
Quite
I did find one
frequently.
that's somewhat.
As a
similar.
matter of fact, there are so many of
Silly
these
string.
electric arc videos
Yeah, you're right. This is actually silly strings. 911 silly strings.
dominant at all. And in some cases, these arcs can
Okay, just look at these ones here. Some of these are arcing. And he has one at the end. It shows a longer one. But it's like they're telling you there's no power line there. So it's like, okay, it's arcing without power lines. Like, what? So there's one that's like that. It's still not like this. But this one looks like it's pulsating, the actual one. And now if I click the article.
Yeah, that's not round. There.
Yeah, the only one I found was round is this one in the article. They found one that looks somewhat round, but at night. Like
high winds, very high winds. This is out.
I'll pause this here. Here's the sound.
From storms to the north, and they're not here yet. They're actually to the north, about 15 miles to the north, heading this way.
Let's see. Yeah, there's some roundness, but another thing, notice this is at night.
I see.
Yeah, this is at night, but this is the thing is this is at night and he's super close up. So imagine them being super far away, and it's at daytime. It's gonna be.
It's extra bright.
Yeah. This is. It would be like way bigger, but also notice this moves there and goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other one doesn't.
It busted something.
But the other one was much further away, and there's no power lines, and they literally say there's no power lines. Like, when somebody says there's no power lines, and there's no need for them to lie, they're telling there's no power lines. But also, I did at the end. When it disappeared, look, it is pulsating. I have it at I make it at a bit fast speed. I made it at 2x speed here. So look at it. It starts pulsating. It starts pulsating.
Hold the camera still. Yeah, that's hard to tell.
Well, yeah, and then it just goes up. Yeah,
I can tell it's doing something because you see a separation between it and the ground, and then sometimes you don't see a separation.
Yeah, because what I mean is sometimes it's brighter. Like there's no. Yeah, that's what I mean about the pulsating. It looks like it's pulsating because it's getting brighter, less bright, brighter, less bright, brighter, less bright. And then also at the end, there's like 3 light. Look when it disappears. It
shrinked.
Yeah, but there's also gonna be like three lights.
It's breathing.
Yeah, so now it's gonna be when it disappears. Now look, it's 3 lights. Okay, 1, 2, 3. See that?
Poof.
And
4.
Yeah. Interestingly, there's the that quantum plasmoid guy. He says that it's some sort of portal technology or something. Anyway, that's for another day. But yeah, so that's all for the clips. Besides the David Hughes article that I included some of the hurricane stuff. So this guy here, and who was on Alex Jones' show, he just shows up on the scene.
Looks like an android.
Yeah, and he's all shiny there, using some sort of Snapchat filter or something. Yeah, and this guy on the left, I don't know who that is. It might be Alex Jones. It might be someone else.
He's working on his suntan for sure.
Yeah, so he was saying that he does not understand why the east-facing wall of the North Tower did not destroy the sphere. Perhaps the banana did not peel evenly in all directions. So this guy is just an absolute clown. But I think I want to get your thoughts on people that talk about 9/11, but then try to downplay Hurricane Aaron, magnetometer, and the Hutchinson effect. What are your thoughts on?
They have a scenario, that they want to present. They aren't looking at the evidence and taking in the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
They have some other agenda going on.
Yeah. So here's this one, this photo, but he's a bit too buff in this clip, this image of Hughes deciding whether it's
I like that cartoon you made of evidence, hypothesis, theory. He didn't know the difference.
Yeah, but he's a bit too bulky, muscular in this. He should be more pudgy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that guy is not built like that. Okay, that's this guy. Jones might be maybe back then, or his clone. But yeah, I wanted to show that, and then so apparently this is a clip I made from your work and the
magnetic field shift.
And I think part of irrefutable as well. But I removed the background music using AI. But here's Earth's magnetic field and Hurricane Aaron.
The Earth's magnetic field shifted abruptly with each WTC event.
This was recorded in Alaska, ground-based magnetometers at 6 different locations.
Yes.
At precisely that moment, the Earth's magnetic field changed.
It seems this would include the Pentagon event and Shanksville.
The charts of Earth's magnetic field is plotted in.
I scanned your book here on this page, and then I used some Photoshop to make it look nice, because it was very hard getting a 3D legend like that anywhere. I think that's before AI, maybe. Yeah.
Terms of the horizontal component H, the vertical component Z, variables fluctuate greatly.
Yeah, so I want to show this part here. This giant fluctuation is the building 7. That's when it was turning to dust for so long. And what's interesting is, again, it's like this is in your book, and you had it. Every time I think, oh, I just thought of something new, but I'm like, oh, you already wrote about it. So,
Thanks.
Yeah, every time I find something. Okay, so here's Hurricane Aaron moving right
City
to it.
before being pushed to the right by a cold front on 9/11.
So there's, and it just moves to the right. And then you said that you talked to a flight attendant messaged you saying that they had no idea and they were in the
Right, they took off from Boston that morning.
Oh wow.
And they had no idea until he saw the Hurricane Aaron on my website.
Yeah.
And that was actually the last email I got, and I included it in the book. I got his permission and included it in the book. That was the last thing that went in the hurricane chapter, where he talked about how he, and what else he said was quite interesting. He was immediately suspicious of, well, he saw some people in the office that morning. That flight left, or he was leaving before theirs, or I forgot which one went where. And he knew that they didn't end up in the towers.
Mm-hmm.
He knew something else happened, but they were flying to San Francisco, and over Iowa, the flight attendants were told that they had to prepare the passengers to get ready to land. And this one passenger was looking out the window like, "Whoa, those cornfields are getting closer and closer," and they weren't alerting the passengers. Anyway, because all flights were supposed to land. And he knew something was awful wrong with the story, because when they landed, in his words, they opened the doors and let everybody scatter to the four corners.
Holy.
They didn't care who was on the plane. As for thinking there's possible hijackers, no, they didn't care. He just opened the doors and let everybody out.
Yeah, someone's manifestos only specifically mentioned those 4 flights. Nobody else. That's what they but
right. But it is weird that everything was chock full except for those 4 flights.
Yeah,
that's another weird thing.
That's interesting. Yeah. So I wanted to show this again. So here's the humidity, temperature, pressure, etc. It's like everything was consistent, just for, and also the distance of the hurricane to the WTC. It's like all consistent for those 24 hours, and then all of a sudden just move to the right. And yeah, you mentioned this one here. I'll play this part quickly.
Wind speed and pressure being constant for each event.
If you look at the speed of the hurricane, the pressure of the eye of the hurricane, and its location for about 24 hours, 12 hours at either side of the events of 9/11, is constant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a very controlled environment.
Yeah, and then now this is footage. I think have you seen this one? This was from the night before. This is lightning strikes in Manhattan.
There was also a thunderstorm in New York City on the day before 9/11 on September 10th, 2001.
So there's actually footage of lightning strikes.
Those are some humdingers.
Yeah, those are huge. Yeah, and this is literally
in the morning of September.
And this is the morning. Have you seen these clouds in the morning? This is the morning footage. There's so someone's taking photos of this right in the morning, and it has these weird cloud formations.
September 10th, there were strange cloud formations surrounding the Twin Towers.
I think it's September 10th. What was this date?
Strange cloud formations.
What day did I put? I think it's September 10th or...
On the 11th in my book, I got a picture of out of an airplane, and you can see off in the distance the outer bands of the hurricane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No,
the plane is over New Jersey.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because in the video I posted, there's actually the footage of the person in a helicopter in the morning of 9/11. You can see the bands of the hurricane.
And they avoid it.
Yeah.
They avoid looking that direction.
Yeah. So I think they always look west the whole time. It's like well, they always look west. They never look east. It's like,
or they cut out that part of the video. Don't post it.
Yeah, it's just it's absolutely bizarre. And everybody I talked to, even people that lived in New York. Yeah, so I talked to the guy who saw the UFO. he literally asked him, "Do you know the hurricane?" He's like, he didn't know. I'm like, he was there. he was literally there, and he didn't know. So I wanted to play. This is the heat engine. So again, anatomy of hurricanes. Aaron's heat engine. This is from, and so apparently they were dropping things called drop sends into the eye of the hurricane, including one on September 10th. So they were actually dropping instruments to measure hurricane Aaron. This is from NASA.
Yeah, I was wondering how they kept track of what the pressure was.
Yeah, and they basically dropped it the day before as well.
Here's Hurricane Aaron, another three-dimensional view of the structure of this storm. We can look at the anatomy of the storm using satellites and aircraft data. You can see the outline of the cloud, and inside the green area indicates the heavy rain that's falling out. This is the condensation, the byproduct. The warm core you can see here in the upper troposphere. This was measured by these dropsondes put down by the ER-2 aircraft. We're actually able to examine all the parts of this hurricane engine in 3 dimensions. We could never do this 5 years ago.
So see that Hurricane Aaron was the first one ever. First one ever where they were able to make a 3D model of it. So Hurricane Aaron.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Is when did they start studying this hurricane? Before it formed.
Yeah,
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it said here it was August 30th here, but then the other article said that it was August 16th. Oh, no, August 16th. August 16th.
Okay. Yeah, they started studying it before it formed.
Yeah, so what in the world's going on here? So they started.
Yeah, it really kind of feels like they made the hurricane happen.
Yeah, and this is how also you could tell who spooks are, like Truthstream Media. They literally talk about Hurricane Aaron, and they never talk about 9/11. It's like, even though I commented and Andrew Johnson commented, so they talk about Hurricane Aaron, and they have a big channel, 600,000 followers. They did 8 years ago, and they also said they never heard about Hurricane Aaron, even though it was the most studied.
But it was the most studied hurricane ever up to that point.
Yeah, and then here also you describe how Hurricane Aaron was underreported, but then the Hughes guy keeps saying it's covered up. What is going on here?
Yeah, I did kind of joke, like, saying it was, tongue in cheek, like it was a state secret.
Yeah, and so here's the this guy.
Good morning. My name is Frank Culbertson.
He's saying that he can't see the hurricane, but notice his hands. The hands. I'm gonna just play it fast speed. I'll mute it. While he.
Oh, this is the one that from years later.
Yeah. This is years later. He's describing it, but
after he got the script right.
No. This is still talking about it. They never mentioned hurricane there. In the years later.
Right. But even on that day, he said, "I'm looking up and down the East Coast to see if I can see anything," and doesn't see a hurricane.
Yeah. So what I mean is, even then, but also in the years later, they don't say, "Hey, oh, by the way, there's a giant hurricane." I had no idea. Well, I was zooming in so far, I couldn't find it.
Yeah, he knew, and that silent part that was blotted out of the thing. I think that there's something they're telling him to shut up on.
Yeah, and but if you watch his hands, he got weird hand movements the entire
time.
Oh
yeah.
He does that, and then this part is a rare one he has, where I don't think I've ever done this in my life. This he does a weird one where
it's that Bill Gates does that.
Well, no,
the
Bill
one
Gates,
with the fingertips.
He does this other one. He interlocks, but he curves each hand and puts them together. I'm not sure if you can see that. This is a rare one. I've never seen. This one he interlocks them together, but like a claw, and you interlock your fingers. But anyway, that's for another day. That's
Yeah. I don't know how much hand holding has to do with anything.
No. I was whenever
I allow people to be weird. Everybody
No, I mean, the way I view it is whenever someone's a spook, then I hyper analyze everything they do.
Yeah. We want to see if there's any clues he can pick the next one better.
Yeah, but like speaking about hand motion, like Geraldo, he's literally using his hands as a steering wheel, and then David Hughes cuts that up. We got that part out, and then he draws a straight line.
That was the holding his hands like a steering wheel. 10 and 2. I mean, it's obvious what he's talking about.
Yeah, and then David Hughes says that the hurricane wasn't actually it wasn't pointing directly at Manhattan. because if he draws straight line.
It depends on what kind of lines you use and what kind of map projections you use.
Yeah, and he says, but he's drawing a straight line from the eye of the hurricane. But why don't you just put the whole hurricane on? Like, well, just put the whole.
Or he also used specific points and omitted other points.
No, it is like this one here. If you just use an actual curved ellipse, like just an ellipse, it matches all the lines.
Right.
And it goes right to it. So it's like what. But yeah, anybody that.
But also, if you, especially the further north you go, if you're gonna draw a line from New York to someplace in Norway, it does this big arc.
Yeah. Yeah. That's he ignores that. And then this part here I want to show is the Joyce Raleigh and the colors. And I think this may be the last video.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But yeah, I think this will be the last video. I'm gonna have to go get some food and watch some soccer. I just want to avoid the computer screen. But I'm gonna play
the Joyce Raleigh one is.
I'm gonna play the Joyce Raleigh, and then
the building was completely.
I'm gonna go to the part where you're talking about the. When she's.
This is hurting your reputation.
Yeah. This will be the last video. Then I'm gonna have to head out. I'm gonna play this right here.
How do we do that? Joyce Riley. Well, I've got reputation.
Yeah, let's go back here. I'm back in here.
The building was completely dustified, and it wafted up, down the East Coast. It went up into, maybe even the upper atmosphere. And when I was, looking at and studying how far up this dust went, I started looking at weather satellite images to get a better look, and then, oh my gosh, there's this huge Category 3 hurricane right outside of New York City. Did you realize that? On 9/11, there was a big hurricane.
No, I'd never heard of that. I mean, now we're getting into some areas that make me wonder because I've never heard of that.
It's easily verifiable.
Okay, how do we do that?
Well, I've got plenty of pictures of it on my website, but, the National Hurricane Center. It was called Hurricane Aaron. It was the longest-lived hurricane. The biggest hurricane of the season, and it was a more energetic system than Hurricane Katrina.
Okay. All right. Now give us your other best estimates of evidence, because I'm going to need to go to the callers, and there's some people that are emailing me saying that they are not believing this and they're not able to accept this information.
People can't accept it. The towers went away.
What is that?
They don't think of evidence. They just it's about belief.
Yeah, it's like people call me. People can't accept it. Can't accept what? There's a hurricane there.
They can't believe. Yeah.
And this is 2010, and then all of a sudden, David A. Fetzer or David A. Hughes says, "Oh, there was obviously everybody knew it was a hurricane."
Let me go to Steve in Florida. Steve in Florida, you're on the air. Go ahead, please, with Dr. Judy Wood.
This is good. The guy's
Hi, Judy. Thank you for taking my call. Am I loud and clear?
Yeah, you are. Go ahead.
Judy, you have misrepresented the facts concerning Hurricane Aaron. I live here in hurricane country, Florida. I track all the hurricanes. Aaron hit Corpus Christi, Texas, 15 August 2007. Your opinion concerning 911 are not consistent with the facts provided on 911 ripple effect, last man out, Richard Gage's blueprint for truth, loose change final cut, Zero, an investigation into 911, and many other video documentaries. I don't know what planet you've come from.
Okay, wait, Steve. We don't need to go quite that far. The point is, we are listening to information here, and we're trying to come to a conclusion. But you're mentioning some things that, give her one statement at a time that you'd like for her to address.
Give her one.
Steve?
Address.
Okay. I guess he's gone. I don't know what happened to Steve.
As for Hurricane Aaron, they did not retire that name. It has been used several times. It was used before 2001 and after 2000, but it was the biggest storm of the 2001 season, the first hurricane, I believe, of the 2001 hurricane season.
Well, I'd like for Steve to call back because I would like to get his thoughts on the air. I just don't want to attack with, what planet are you from? That's not relative to what we're talking about here. We want to deal with facts.
If I may ask my question. I remember 9/11 very clearly, and you talk about Hurricane Aaron coming and having some effects. And I do recall almost every picture, in fact, every picture I've seen of New York on that day, the sky was blue, clear blue, not a cloud in the sky. If you go and follow the track of
do you have a question or
no, wait a second. Okay, he's asking the question about obviously about the hurricane. I never heard about the hurricane. This is hurting, I think, the situation because we can't verify some of your so-called evidence here. I mean, I'm trying to. I'm wanting to.
If you go to drjudywood.com/WTC, there's a...
Froze up on mine quickly. Let's play.
If somebody wants to say, well, I didn't look at the page, but I know it's wrong, that's you know...
Well, it's also that we're saying hurricanes are things that are documented.
Yeah.
And if you have it documented and nobody else does, then where did
the National Hurricane Center has it documented? This is another issue. Why is it not been publicized? Why weren't people warned that there's this hurricane that was predicted to be bigger than Katrina? It was predicted to be bigger, and as it turns out, its energy system was greater than Katrina. For 4 days.
Okay, you're saying Erin, E-R-I-N?
E-R-I-N, Hurricane Erin.
We're trying to look it up now. We're talking about 9/11. Dr. Judy Wood is our guest. Andrew Johnson's going to be joining us in just a few minutes from the UK for his position on this. We just found out that at the National Hurricane Center, it talks about the longest hurricane in the 2001 time frame was September 1st to the 15th. September 1st to the 15th. That's the National Hurricane Center. All right, now, what does this mean, Judy? What does this mean if there was a hurricane, like you said, from the 1st to the 15th of September? What are you saying that means?
I'm not saying that particular data means, everything. This is you got to look at all of the data first before you jump to conclusions. But, what do hurricanes do? Hurricanes have field effects. Now, people talk about feeling a storm coming. Birds head for the hills. They run for cover. They go to caves or wherever they go hide. They don't sit in a tree and wait to get hit by a hurricane. Animals, including people, sense field effects from approaching storms.
Okay, all right, but I want to cut to the chase because we're about out of time. You said that there was a large hurricane during that time. We didn't believe you. We checked it out. Sure enough, from the National Hurricane Center, you were right.
Why didn't we ever hear about it?
Okay, good point.
It wasn't on the morning news at 8:30 that morning.
Bingo. You're absolutely right. All right.
News.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. I want to go back to that the guy who listed the
2001.
Where's the guy's name? What was the guy's name again? The guy who said ripple effect, Richard Gage's blueprint.
Oh, the Florida guy.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Basically, here's a list of.
He was slobbering.
Yeah. Where did the guy say? Okay, Steve, we don't need.
He was foaming at the mouth. I mean, he was really wired up.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty good.
But notice he's quoting propaganda videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Believing this, and not
the towers
with Dr.
Florida.
Oh, there it is.
Hi, Joy. Thank you.
Steve in Florida, you're on the air. Go ahead, please, with Dr. Judy Wood.
Hi, Joy. Thank you for taking my call. Am I loud and clear?
Yeah, you are. Go ahead.
Judy, you have misrepresented the facts concerning Hurricane Erin. I live here in hurricane country, Florida. I track all the hurricanes. Erin hit Corpus Christi, Texas, 15 August 2007. Your opinion concerning 911 are not consistent with the facts provided on 911 ripple effect, last man out, Richard Gage's blueprint for truth, loose change final cut, Zero, an investigation into 911, and many other video documentaries. I don't know what planet you've come from. But
okay, wait.
So good.
But believe movies, not reality.
Yeah,
evidence.
If someone's good at music or whatnot, I want a compilation of this guy and then Gage saying explosive, molten, geometry. Actually, that's it.
But I like he's like drooling.
No, it isn't. It's similar to Gage. Okay, that was okay. I lied. I'm gonna play a few more clips here. I want to go back to this one quickly. So we had that guy, and now listen to Gage saying, "Where's Gage? The one where he's huffing."
Right there on the left.
No, that is the other.
The huffing.
Yeah, you're right. It was this one. Okay, this one here. Oh no, that's this info. Where's the copying? Yeah, this one here. Okay, this one here.
Looking.
And then this part here where he's like explosives.
I think he's burping or farting or something.
What's this one? Where's the one that he says explosive? Constantly saying it. explosive. Was it in this one? No, it was the huffing and puffing one. Okay, it was a huffing and puffing.
okay.
Yeah, because that's why I didn't have it. Okay, that's the huffing and puffing. Okay, so it's this one here. So to keep that Steve from Florida calling.
After that,
and now listen to the huffing and puffing part here.
Steel dust. So if 90,000 tons of structural steel in each direction,
Yeah.
I mean, just take upward, outward, arching streamers versus, I mean, just take a look at it on the left versus a volcanic eruption on the right. Upward, outward, arching streamers, a geometry of fireworks, freely flying, solid, molten objects. That's not part of the directed energy weapons theory.
Yeah,
Trailed.
Okay, yeah. So you got that one there, and then now that might be the actual last video. This is the Dane one. You let me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that one where he's it was one person who's the problem, so we got to take her out.
Oh yeah. Okay. So okay. This is actually quite amazing. So guess what? That Dane Wiggin thing, it literally says forest fires are caused by. You know a lot of the alt media says it was done by DEW or direct energy weapons. He's saying it was done by thermite. Listen.
Forest fires, that's hard. That's hard to certain fires.
And he says
hard work.
And he's telling this to Tucker Carlson. Let's see if it's loading up or not.
So in the case of the Palisades,
Oh, it's freezing up. I'll click on the actual YouTube link. Here's the Tucker show.
So in the case of the Palisades, no rain for 8 months. It's not an accident. These particulates are incendiaries. Aluminum nanoparticles are such an effective incendiary. They're used in military demolitions. Thermite.
Okay. Anyways, it's like some of thermite. and building demolitions.
Tucker looks kind of bewildered.
Yeah, he's like
this guy for real?
Tucker's always like that.
It hasn't rained for 8 months. Well, yeah, so it's a tinderbox ready to go.
Yeah. So he just explains how there. And now he says then he says thermite demolitions. But then here's the okay, this is one where he literally says that you are there's only one person in the world. Yeah.
I'm the problem. Yeah, so he's calling for somebody to take me out.
Yeah.
Specifically, regarding Judy Wood and her theory of directed energy weapons, what she does is look at the site around the towers and tries to find unusual evidence to try to support an unusual theory that she doesn't even know what evidence would support that theory, because we don't know anything about directed energy weapons or how they work. We don't even know if they exist. We know they're experimental programs. But in the process, what Judy Wood does is deny the scientific forensic evidence that we do have for nanothermite, which we haven't even discussed yet on this call. But it's small red gray chips of high-tech nano by an international team of scientists led by Niels Harrit in Copenhagen, which nanothermite should not be found in the World Trade Center dust. And there's tons of it. I mean, literally tons of it. We'll get to that. But she also denies the evidence. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead. She also denies the evidence for explosives going off, which are heard by hundreds of people, including documented by orally by 118 first responders. And she denies the evidence for hot, molten temperatures exceeding 2,800 degrees. Officials with satellite infrared technology have documented just about to run out of time, but I want to summarize with this. Just about to run.
Now you're going to hear Dane Wigington. It's such a weird name. It's like Dane Wigington.
Calling for my demise.
Yeah, let's see what he says right here.
Out of time, but I want to summarize with this. To finish with what you just said, to summarize it. Bottom line is, we have one person, Dr. Judy Wood, ignoring evidence and disputing literally not just 2,200 experts, but many more when you count all these other first responders that heard the explosion. So we have one person denying who knows how many, 2,500, 3,000 experts from various fields. Which would people be reasonable in believing? Obviously, you guys are standing on solid ground, period. Nobody else is. So as we wrap up the show, we're about to lose our time. Richard, I hope everybody goes to your site. Please help us sound the alarm on your cause. Every day matters. These are the two most important issues on the planet, I believe, climate engineering and 9/11. So I hope everybody pulls together from these two camps. Richard, thank you very, very much for joining us today.
Yeah.
Thank you,
There's
Dane
one
and Russ
person-
and Greg.
Yeah, one person in the entire world.
Why am I so on their mind? Why am I so important to them?
Yeah, and again, he has never talked about Hurricane Aaron. Like in his geoengineeringwatch.com, the only mention is
Right.
is literally just some comments from random people. These are on his website. You can do site colon and there's nothing, and it's just comments of 3 people commenting.
But the fact he's like
Yeah.
so hung up. They have thousands of people who disagree with me supposedly, and we have one person over here. Well, then why am I so important to them?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, what's the point of? Yeah.
Yeah, they give themselves away.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, it's like you're just dealing with your chickens, and you're like, yeah, let me check what the old YouTube says. Oh, they're saying I'm like stopping like thousands of people. Like somehow I'm responsible for what? Like, yeah, just quite interesting.
But why does he keep saying it's only one person who's keeping Richard Gage's message from going forward?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I'm stopping everybody from everything. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to find the spooks. Okay, the spooks. This info.
But when they also get hung up on like the Steve guy from Florida, that they've seen this movie and that movie, this propaganda movie and that propaganda movie. They don't know anything about the evidence.
Yeah. That's the idea. Basically saying all these spooks are calling it. I'm gonna go. Here's the. Are we talking Judy here? Where's the part where he says, "Are we talking Judy?" Oh, where did it go? Are we talking Judy Wood?
Well, this one, he's not a seismologist.
Oh, this one, yeah. But this is the one that you would like. This one here.
Wood here.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go on. I'm not a seismologist, so let's go on. Are we talking Judy Wood here? I think there is plenty of rubble to account for what was in the buildings. I don't give Judy Wood any credibility whatsoever. So that's my answer to that whole issue.
People like Judy Wood who...
Yeah, I can keep going. I want to go to the one more, and then where's the this guy here, the space laser? What's his name? Wemby. What's this guy's name?
Oh,
again?
Webster Tarpley.
Yeah, Webster. Yeah, this guy. He's like space.
The Holy Spirit.
Yeah, but I just want to see this one. He says space lasers part.
Judy Wood's theory, the beam theory, space laser or beam weapons or new physical principles.
Judy Woods and Jim Fetzer and the rest of them that don't believe there were any planes used on 9/11. That was all just holograms or fake footage or whatever. That a giant death ray from space came and melted metal, not wood, and dustified steel, even though the columns are made of concrete.
All right. Anyways, yeah. So we have a guy saying that columns are made of concrete. Okay. That's all for today. Anything else?
That's right. Yeah. In my article, I talk about how why is Gage turned a general category of energy, directed energy, into a specific, and then turned into space beams. So it's something he can appear to debunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is the example of it that they like to do that.
No, I agree. It's just that's when you talk about lasers, it's like, okay, we know what a laser is. Everyone's seen lasers. Lasers don't do what 9/11 did. So it's like, okay, so we can just
they cook things.
Yeah, it's a laser. It's like, oh, I have a laser pointer. Am I gonna turn the stove into dust?
Also, Gage said something about this. He isn't aware of any directed energy technology. Well, has he ever had a remote control for his TV set?
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, we have a first donation. Maggie, $5. Okay, epic. Thank you, Dr. Judy Wood. Your evidence process helped diagnose my rare disorder. I have your book. Couple people I know have it too. You're a legend. Okay, so your evidence helped diagnose her rare disorder. Interesting.
Is that
Maggie?
Energy weapon attack?
I'm not sure, but you just donated $5, so thank you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're still alive. You're a treasure. Thank you for showing us truth. Yeah, epic, and hopefully John Hutchison hopefully he's doing fine too, because I told him about the stream. Oh no, not this. There's a spammer on the chat. I'm gonna just ban him. Hide users from channel. It's just too ridiculous. there's a spammer that says that 9/11 was done with telekinesis, and he would just repeat the same thing over and over and over again. So that's that part. I think there was something else I wanted to share, but yeah, it's just pretty good. Yeah, I just need to get away from the computer screen for a while. Yeah, it's good stuff. Anything else you want to tell the audience? I'll pull up the chat box here, but yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream. We could talk a bit before on the privately, but I'm gonna just tell the stream. Anything else you want to send to the audience? I think it's pretty epic stream.
No, go check out the article and make some comments if you feel like it. It's sorry, it's a little bit wordy, but I didn't have the focus to do that. I was messing with the chickens, but still, it's the information's in there.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Check out the article, and again, it's on a Hive blockchain. So if you guys have trouble signing in, let me know. I'll make an account for you. Because the thing is, like, this can't be deleted anywhere. So no, even if Judy wants to delete it, you could just delete on the front end, but every revision will always be saved. Yeah, so it'll always be there. So you'll never need to worry about stuff disappearing. And
but it is shocking that Gage is saying on page such and such, she says whatever. And some of those pages are just a list of the references for the chapter.
Yeah.
It's just, random numbers.
Yeah, and I think Norman said, oh no, Norman shared the, I think that he shared, where's the linked article? Okay, so Norman shared it on Substack, so that's great. Well, he shared a link to the article. I think he made an AI.
No, thanks.
He made an AI video. Judy Wood versus Gage. The 15-year likes. It's AI photos are getting pretty good. Okay, it's epic stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, again, that's for another day. Yeah. So, but yeah, so guys, check out the article, and yeah, hopefully everything is doing well. And then Jackson Rip Holmes says, we are united into skepticism about Dane Wigginton's moral character. Even so, I do believe geoengineering is part of how Hurricane Aaron landfall is prevented. Yeah, but Dane is he's covering up Hurricane Aaron, and so on. Yeah, so
yeah, anybody interested in weather control who kind of omits talking about Hurricane Aaron, there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely, and no, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like a litmus test on everything. So yeah, got people saying, yeah, Judy Wood, big thanks to you, big hugs, big love, and somebody's saying, how do you pay your bills?
Thanks.
Yeah, someone's saying, how do you pay your bills? But up to you.
Sometimes I can't.
No. We'll sort that out. But anyways, hopefully everything goes well, and with you in that chickens and the weasel just gets.
Yeah, I wish I had a trail camera or whatever you call it, and one that takes just an SD card or something that because I don't have access to a cell phone to control it.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about that technology, but it would be nice to have a picture of the character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there should be one. Chicken camera SD card. There should be something like that. Yeah, I have to find magnetic security with 64. Yeah, this one here is magnetic security with 64 SD card. So the SD card you can just connect to your whatever USB computer, and this one has Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but can the computer? I mean, can the camera just be by itself? Then I can go retrieve the SD card and then read it with my computer.
Yeah. Those are just some of them have a Wi-Fi and offline mode, so you can do offline. So basically, yeah, we'll save it on that, then you just connect it to your computer.
Okay.
So
all right.
Yeah. So like I just searched chicken camera SD card. This one here you could test out, but this is in Canada.
Wi-Fi remote. Is that? Do they need Wi-Fi there?
No, it says works with Wi-Fi or offline mode. Oh, this is for indoor use. But you just ask Rock for advice on outdoor.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's offline. Needs to be offline. Just say you don't have Wi-Fi or phone.
Okay, so that's the key is offline.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. And person says there's Miss Woods. It's Dr. Wood, not Miss. It's Dr. Wood. Why does he say Miss Woods? All right. Anyways, that's for another day. But yeah. So I'm just gonna end the stream here, guys. So yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Have a great day, and yeah. So the doctor.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna end this stream, ending in 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna. Okay, so the stream.